Oh yeah, salute, salute. Mic check, mic check. Salute, salute. We live. We live. We live. We are back. Salute, man. Y'all see the title. Black fatigue in the black community of the unconscious, man. Live with my brother, bro, Sanchez TV, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. Much love and respect. And man, make sure if y'all on this end, if you haven't, sub to my brother, bro Sanchez, which I know you should have by now, because you know we brother channels. So man, make sure y'all go over there and sub up to my brother, bro Sanchez, right now. If you have not done so, I'm gonna be putting the link out. And brother, bro Sanchez is also the host tonight. So man, make sure y'all come on with love and respect. We're gonna do some learning and building so we can grow together. Salutes to y'all. Much love and respect. Shout out to my bro. Hey bro, can you hear me? Mic
Mu-
check.
Hell yeah, much love and respect, my nigga. I was just getting shit popping on my end. Salutes to the people. We back in the building. Man, you can't use profanity within the first 10 minutes. That's all right. I'll go and edit that. But yeah, salutes, man. I think this is a fire title. Salutes to both sides. You know what I'm
Most def.
saying?
I think it's a fire title too, bro. Because it's something that's definitely needed. I think this gonna help us weed out the unhealthy flowers, so we can kind of see the rhetoric from the truth, and was growing and building our communities, man. Because this black fatigue thing is real and it needs to be dealt with. Before we just keep a bunch of sour stuff in the refrigerator, I think we need to clean it out. What's your thoughts on that?
I want you to break down exactly what black fatigue is to people because I've been hearing it, and I think from what I get, black fatigue is like white people being tired of black people. That's because a lot of people be on the rocks. I think, you know what I'm saying? We need to go ahead and let them know what it is. So
Yeah.
that's so the whole thing about black fatigue. And if you got any video clips that you would like to show where we can assess that's dealing with this, we can do that too. I'll pull them up. But I mean, I've been hearing people like Anton Daniels, Jason Whitlock, different people like that um talk about how white people are just tired, of black people's ratchetness, your attitude, these white folks get fed up. And my thing about black fatigue is it's a lot of black folks letting us know that the white man tired, and the white man ain't letting us know he tired. It's
Facts.
like a bunch of niggas like that white man tired of you niggas, man. Well, let him tell us, right? you know.
That's a fact, man. And you know what? That's exactly true. Um, so it's kind of like the whole slave catcher thing. It's like the white man got the black man to do his job. So then we get a bunch of inner fighting because we got to remember it's a bunch of gate guards. Kind of like the effect of when the back in the day when it was the North versus the South, how we would have those brothers up north who would become Boule and Freemasons and stuff, and they would actually be from the South too, but they would adopt to the white man's ideology, and instead of them trying to bring their whole family up north, they would just send them niggas money and keep them over there. And unless they saw these select ones who are these so-called chosen ones to come and who they knew who was going to indoctrinate under the ideology. Like that kind of makes sense.
Hell yeah. What happened was you had a bunch of people in the South, my nigga, man, South Carolina, North Carolina, your neck of the woods for sure. Like these lands was rich. Mississippi, see, Mississippi, one of the poorest states. And it's because the Mississippi River used to be the shit. And Mississippi was one of the richest states. But that's a whole nother story. But the whole thing I want to bring up here is like, you know, before I get off track, because I'll be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? Damn, I was finna go somewhere, nigga. They gonna
You were
crucify
saying
me
how
for this.
rich, you were saying how rich, you know, that the South is, Mississippi and stuff like that, about the people who was going up north and the people who
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like when slavery was happening, I don't like to call it slavery. I don't like that word, but hey, it is what it is. It's But the thing is, like, the first free dudes that went up north, they went to these institutions of learning, and what the plan was like for them was to go and get educated and come back and teach your brother in the South so he can get educated and get free. That was kind of the thing. But see, instead of them getting educated, coming back educating us, they went up there and got indoctrinated and came back and indoctrinated the dudes in the South, because the dudes in the South always knew who they were. They may have been on cotton fields, but they knew their lineage, their genealogy. They knew their ancestors, who they were, right? The guys up north knew that too. But excuse me, the guys who left during the Great Migration, they once knew that too. But when they went up north to these institutions, they were given like out of Africa theory, evolution. So they came back to the South telling they great grandmas and grandmothers, y'all don't know what you're talking about. We ain't no damn Indians. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine a black dude leaving the South, going up north and coming back to the South bougie, speaking proper English, looking down on his country roots, correcting his grandmother, Key, telling his grandmother, you wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. The white man just told me who we are. So,
right.
mm-hmm.
Facts. That's a big fact, man. And then I wanna, kind of push for the side of, it's a lot of blacks that's got black fatigue too, because those were the guys who actually introduced us to being called black. It was those boule guys and those gate guards. So there's a black fatigue. It's coming from both sides. It's being spoken with a dual tongue. It's a double-edged sword. You see what I'm saying? So it's a black fatigue that's coming from the side of these white men and these indoctrinated black white men. And it's also a black fatigue of the people who've been under the umbrella of black, who just like, man, let me dance in the rain, man. You know what I'm saying, man? This shit getting tiring. I'm sick of this umbrella, because now I'm grouped up with a bunch of people who are not even my people when it comes to an ideology, a mindset. So then it becomes to be above the surface level of the skin, and it kind of has to go against the mind that's inside of the skin they in. You feel me?
Well, you can look at that as a way of like how you could translate black fatigue, but the way that they using it on the social media and the narrative they pushing is like, we just tired of black people. They're the problem. Because when it start to become this whole social crediting score, when it starts to come where the world getting under Trump, I ain't gonna lie, it ain't gonna be equality and justice for all. There's gonna be certain people with certain perks. My whole thing about the black fatigue, how they pushing it, is that they're saying that black people are the problem in America. And if there's any group of people that we need to police first or deal with first, that will be black people. So that's why they pushing that narrative. You know what I'm saying? Because if they want to come with this whole let's crack down on violence in America, what areas do we target first? The ones we're fatigued with. Like, that's how I'm kind of getting it, because the kind of people that's pushing this black fatigue thing, they are really far, far, far right, radical right.
Right. That's right. But we got some black people who following them too, because just like the boule, the gate guard ain't on our side of the fence. The gate guard on the other side of the fence. So they're not so much as white men, but they adopted, the the American dream. See, it's an American dream from them because they already took their seat on the porch as a slave and a house nigga. But it's an American dream. It's an American nightmare for us because we the niggas on the other side of the fence in the field. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And
Yes. Yep.
yeah,
Mhm.
you know, one thing about what we saying is definitely not nothing new because it's the truth. Uh, so for people that saying, you know, how is this new thought? I'm just read my chat room. Shout out to Itzy Zaza. Shout out to my whole chat. Dropping bombs for both sides, man. But see, my whole thing is this right here. If you telling the truth, it'll never it'll never be new. Like 2 + 2 is 4. And
Facts.
in a world of lies where everybody's saying 2 + 2 is 8, then you're gonna hear me and Key keep repeating, nope, it's 4, it's 4, it's 4, it's 4 every day. Now, some people may say, well, that ain't nothing new. Man, listen, every time you get up and tell the truth is a new ear hearing that truth. We wake up right to a lot of stuff, and then we think that everybody woke. You know what I'm saying? So what it is once you get the truth, the most boring thing you're going to be confronted with is now I'm going to be repeating myself a lot because when am I ever going to change what I'm saying if I'm telling the truth? So,
That's
you
a
know,
fact, bro. That's what a lot of people don't get. And we can't move forward until we take a step up. It's like when you going up a ladder, you don't walk just straight off the damn ladder. You got to go to the next step. And you can't get to the top of the roof or to whatever you trying to fix until you take steps up. So I think we living off of false hope. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people done got off dope and now these niggas on hope. And we're not actually getting tangible wins. We're just celebrating a hopeless victory. You feel what I'm saying?
mhm. Yep. Somebody said they switch what. See, the whole thing about what you saying, Keith, is you know what I'm saying? This whole thing about a gradual progression. I'm finna tie that into black fatigue real quick, right?
Mm.
So black fatigue, to my understanding, it existed before what we see today. Like today, they saying, okay, white folks are tired of blacks. But I did read the original definition of black fatigue. It was really black folks tired of whites. That's fact. So it's like we in some parallel Mandela effect universe because let me look it up again. I'm gonna pull it up. It
Right.
came out. Yeah, this thing been out, man. It was coined by Mary Frances Winters, and it was talking about exhaustion and weariness experienced by Black individuals due to the ongoing toll of systematic racism and racial discrimination. But they done flipped it today, right? And now it means we tired of Black folks talking. That is, yo, that's crazy. Because when I looked it up, I was like, the AI overview don't know what it's talking about. But guess what? I didn't even know this term was this old. Did you? I swear I didn't. So man, man, it's been a gradual progression to flip everything around, just like these executive orders with Trump, like a whole bunch of stuff changing, man.
Yeah, I had got that how it flipped from black folks being tired. It was black fatigue, black folks being tired of white folks, and then now it flipped because like I said, now instead of the black people being tired of the white folks, since we've been integrating into the burning house, a lot of these people are satisfied from the fire of these times. You know, they like the sweat that they feeling from the fire of these times, and they saying now they fatigued that black people. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
So
you hear the reasons that they saying they fatigue though, right?
Nah,
Isn't it?
you
It ain't even like they not saying they fatigue that black people because it's so much black on black crime. We killing each other, drill music. They keep bringing up shit like they so ratchet, they talk loud, they using ebonics, and I'm like, damn, if at least be tired of us for something that's legitimate. Like that's crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying?
right. You know, if it's gonna be a black fatigue, like you just said, it need to be something that's taking gradual steps towards progression and not just more downward spirals with frustration. You know what I'm saying? That's where the was you could try to help something and hurt it complex come in at, you know what I'm saying? And I want to educate our people on that it is a dualistic situation that's happening so that we can comprehend the situation because like a lot of people used to say because I actually got black fatigue. And you know, I don't know how people gonna feel about that, but I got black fatigue with certain rhetoric that we stick on to that hurt
Mhm.
us. Shit like saying you can't have your cake and eat it too. That sound dumb. Even though I should want a salad over a cake, why the fuck would I have a cake if I can't eat the motherfucker? You see what I'm saying? It's crazy shit. Then like we celebrate Juneteenth and we have a big ass celebration with Juneteenth. And I don't like using slavery, but but those people was celebrating some people being stupid for staying slaves 2 years longer than they had to, rather than just paying attention to what was going on in the rest of the country. They stayed slaves for 2 extra damn years, and now we supposed to celebrate them for finally fucking not being slaves. So reading is only half the battle. Like people used to say, they didn't want us to read back in slavery. That's a fucking lie. Cause then they put laws out and they wanted your ass to read. They just had
What
they just they just had black people teaching black people to read at that time before they had school systems set up. So we gotta read to be able to understand the laws that they want us to carry. You see what I'm saying? So
when
that's my
niggas say when niggas say they didn't let black people read back in the day, they should really say they didn't let black people read whatever they want to read. They only limited you to the Bible and to just certain shit that they needed you to read just for you to be a good slave. Right?
Thank
They
you,
don't,
Sanchez.
they don't, yeah, they ain't want you to become no damn genius now. So if
Right.
they caught you reading like anything that they deem would make you a threat to the you just being, it's always a need to know basis with these folks. Like they
Right.
only want you to know what you need to know to do what you need to do for them. And anything more, they want you in ignorance on that. That it make them feel comfortable.
Facts. That's a fact. You know, and what I want to teach our people is not so much as me getting into specifics, because anytime we get into specifics, we're gonna be looking for confrontation and pushback. I'm more of just getting us to elevate our mind and say, hey man, reading is just half the battle. Comprehension is the other half of the battle. So if reading my left hand, comprehension my right hand. Why would I
Mhm.
just wash one of my hands and then eat my food with both? That's still gonna cause my body to be able to be poisoned, and that's what's happening to us today.
And
Because we, yeah, mhm.
I want to give a solution right quick. And I'm gonna throw a volleyball back to you. If y'all want to learn good comprehension skills, don't just read. After you read some shit, say, what did I learn from that? Ask yourself questions from what you just read, like what should I take from this, and reflect on it. And that's when you start comprehending what you read more. Just a little tip.
Oh yeah, that's facts, bro. That's actually called studying. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So people think they can read, and after they finish remembering some shit, they say, "Yeah, I studied." No, you just memorized some shit. You ain't studied
Yeah,
nothing,
yeah.
because you can go back and quiz yourself on it. You
Right.
supposed to please yourself on all angles. Like when you boxing, what I learned from boxing was I couldn't just learn how to throw the jab, the uppercut, and get my punch pattern down. I actually had to learn how to counter punch. I actually had to learn how to be defensive. You see what I'm saying? So these are the things that, you know what I'm saying, we these type of skills what we need to learn how to accumulate so that we can comprehend things better. We need to read and comprehend so we can understand to overstand so that we can understand. There's different levels to this shit. And we stand surface level. This is where they keep us in a pig mentality, a surface level, and acting out of survival mode and out here acting like animals. That's why we in the state that we in, and we need to understand this shit so we can overcome this shit, man.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely with you on that. Hey, I say all the time, you can't have your cake and eat it too. And the way that you broke that down, I can see where you coming from. I'm gonna give you this. This is an old proverb, right? It mean that you can't eat your cake and retain possession of it. So that mean that like once you eat the cake, it's gone. So when somebody say like you can't have your cake and eat it too, people was talking the dialect back then from the person who made that proverb was a broken English country talking type error. So it can be misinterpreted, but they basically should have said, hey man, you can't have your cake after you ate it. That's really shit. It would have flowed better than that if they did it like that. That's just
Sanchez, and that's what I'm saying. So we're getting everything backwards. We're in a time of glory.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? We in the glorious times. And that's what I was meaning when I broke down the algorithm. We got to start looking at the Masonic play on words and be able to
mm,
use gematria, etymology, numerology, so we can break this shit down and sync this shit back together when these people speaking. They had a thing going around Al Gore for president. That's from the glory. That's from horror or from evil for president. And we got to look at the time frames and shit. This how you know, the gematria was breaking this shit down, but people wasn't properly being able to use the gematria because we can't even comprehend and have common sense. Like you just broke that down. See, a lot of
mm.
no one, I guarantee no one knew that what you just said, bro. And that's because you are a studier. You are a studier and an observer so that you can be able to understand this shit yourself because you want to teach it. But a lot of people ain't doing it. They're just reading shit, getting excited about what they read and repeating it. That's why everybody shouldn't be talking.
And you know what we talking about now, Key, about comprehending, about knowledge, about this gradual progression of spiritual evolution and all that. I'm gonna throw another one in there when it come to comprehension, right? Hearing and listening is two different things. So people that hear, they memorize. People that listen, they comprehend. If that make any sense to y'all. So you can hear, you can be hearing a person talk, but not listening to them. It's impossible to listen to a person and not hear them, but you can hear a person and not listen to them. So it's possible to hear a person and not listen to them, but it ain't possible to listen to a person and not hear them. It's layers of receiving information, and it goes beyond hearing to listening. Another, so what would be the difference? Here go to etymology, right? So this is me just doing my own etymology. The root word of listen is list. Listening is when you go beyond hearing and you literally start making a mental list out of the points that a person is saying when they coming out of their mouth, like bullet points. So you hearing a person and you summarizing what they saying into these little points. And when if they say, bro, what you think about this or that, because you got those little points you've listed, you can now respond more thoroughly and all that versus you heard them, you listened to them. So you literally made a list in your mind of all of the jewels that you extracted from what they were spewing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how I look at that.
Do you want to play some of these videos? I know
Hell
you got
yeah.
you said you had one. I want to see that, man, and then we could just go through a lot of them because you know a lot of things, man. Even the black for people in the political situation with our people, even that black statue. Now, this is going to be controversial, but I do want to, you know, kind of break down this whole ideal behind that black statue of that black woman that they put up. And this is them once again, my interpretation, them casting a spell. You know, they put this black woman up with the big butt, with the big lips looking mean and all that. But even though we're getting upset about the statue and calling it a mockery, that attitude is running rampant in our community. We can't deny that. So instead of us taking downward spirals of frustration, I would like to build with my brother, bro Sanchez, on us learning how to take gradual steps toward moving forward and up, and understanding this thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I can screen share it, but I'm gonna show the statue on my end, right? I'm gonna show the statue. So me personally, when I see the statue, I see class, elegance. It just don't show Tiffany ratchetness to me. Like a lot of people were saying that this statue is ghetto ratchet. The chick ain't yelling, she ain't. It looks, it don't look like one of these ratchet hood chick statue. Like that would have been a totally different statue. This looks more like auntie vibes, or goddamn it, like I don't know, like it just a heavy set, basic looking, typical black woman. But I mean, I wouldn't even say heavy set, but I don't know, man. I mean, I just don't get ghetto ratchet vibes like everybody else getting it. So you may get them, some people may get them, but I don't really get that from this one because you know it's levels to ghetto, and this chick in the hood would be, she would be a lot far from like the ghetto vibes, you know. I don't know. What about y'all in the chat room? Y'all get ghetto vibes with this statue? I wish I can share it on your end. Oh yeah, you sharing it. There we go. I can't say. Maybe I'm tripping though. It just don't give me ghetto vibes or ratchet vibes. If she would have had her stomach out with some short shorts on, I don't know. Yeah, it give me Queen Latifah vibes. Exactly. Excellent. Yeah, definitely give you Queen Latifah vibes.
Oh, yeah, damn, I thought I was on mute. But yeah, they give me like you said, auntie vibes, you know, the working mother. It look like, you know, she got a little stomach, but hey, what you think of one expect a woman's stomach to look like after she done had 5 kids? She ain't got time to work. She working 10, 12 hours a day. Like, come on, man. We gotta stop being so surface level with stuff. And that's what I
Yeah.
mean about the black and white checkerboard. They playing us with these black and white words and paper. You see what I'm saying? And this stuff is emotionally driving us to feel our own interpretations and own thoughts. And that got us leaning on our own understanding instead of having an overstanding together. This is my whole point I'm trying to make tonight.
And God forbid this thing ever get vandalized, because it might start some little race war up in New
You
York.
know it is. You know it is, bro.
I'll be
Yeah.
having these weird little glit pop prophecies flash, and I, you know, that's crazy. But you know,
Yeah,
it's
man.
crazy, man.
You know, if anybody want to join the panel, man, you know, I like to hear, you know, some
Come on.
thoughts, interjections, questions. ideas or anything when it comes to this black fatigue thing, because I'm actually hearing black fatigue from black people now, but it went from black people having black fatigue against white people to white people having black fatigue against black people, to now I'm hearing black fatigue from black people against black people. I think what this whole political thing has been doing these last two terms was separating uh blacks from blacks. And once again, see, they used the 6 degrees of separation against us, when 6 degrees of separation was our friend to keep us separated from them in the beginning. You know, when we used to say shit to each other like mind, body, and soul, and we didn't really go into these ideas of the establishment, we were all on one accord because all we knew was to keep our mind, body, and soul intact, and then we can practice anything we want, but we were still under the vibration of elevating our mind, body, and soul. But now, especially after the jizab, when they flip the coin on us, see, now the 6 degrees of separation work against us. The 6 degrees of separation work for us in the beginning because me and you is two. When there's two or more, see, I got three people, you got three people, now 6 people thinking like us. And see, then them three on my side got 6 people. And then them three on your side got 6 people. You see how the 6 degrees of separation kept us united. But once we
Yeah.
started indoctrinating and falling under their umbrellas, and we allowed them to scare us, because look, when they quarantined us, you've been in the military. Anything that's quarantined is what, Sanchez? That's the enemy, right?
Yeah. If you quarantine it.
So they told us we was all enemies of the state, basically. And then they said, now, in order for you to be not an enemy, you got to come out of quarantine. So the people who was coming out of quarantine, like, shit, I'm good. I passed the test. I got jabbed. So, oh, you ain't jabbing? Oh, don't you come over here for dinner? Nigga, you gonna get us sick. See how that work?
Yeah.
And they
This
only
black for
doing. Yep, my
yeah.
bad. My bad.
No,
I
go
ain't
ahead.
mean
Go
to cut
ahead.
you off. Now, I
No,
was
you
just
go.
gonna say, and see, this whole thing is because their end game. What's their end game? You got to be able to see clearly. So their end game is to merge man with machine. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't really looking at being sick and all that. I'm looking at it like it was a trick, so they can get these nanos in a nigga, and so they can have Elon Musk come round it off with his head wrap. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Man, this black fatigue shit is so crazy. It even got like the thing about black fatigue that made me say, like, bro, this gonna divide up a lot of people. Cause when I saw Jake the asshole put a video out talking about black fatigue is real, and he was talking bad about black folks, it seems so racist. Like, and it let me know, like, dang, man, Jake the asshole kind of give me racist vibes for sure. He put so like even on the flat earth shit, you got people like him pushing the whole black fatigue. And what happens is this, right? People will show a video, and a video will be a black person doing something so horrible, right? And they will say, see, black people are idiots. Now, my thing, I can do that with every race. Instead of them calling it black fatigue, right? They putting a color on an activity, and instead of saying, look, man, that's we're tired of dumb, it's dumb fatigue, stupid fatigue, evil fatigue. Because in every race, you got degenerates, even people that like a lot of people that say this video shows black fatigue, and it's like, hey, I'm a black man and I'm tired of niggas doing that too. I'm tired of white folks doing it. I'm tired of show me a action and I can show you every group doing it. So it's like it's crazy because you'll see people putting up a lot of videos, you know what I'm saying? And that'll be how they make the argument for black fatigue. When they show one black person doing some ratchet shit, it's like, bro, that don't represent a whole group. That's like me calling all Japanese people kamikazes.
Right. Right. When it's an energy, it ain't a skin color, it's an energy. because when we look at what Whoopi Goldberg was telling them people on the news station, she like, shit, you can't look at no JEW and tell they no JEW. Now you can look at me and tell I'm black, but see, we gotta stop carrying black so hard because black is an energy. Black is a color, colors, numbers, all this energy. You know what I'm saying? Even when, and shout out to, I ain't representing no sets and nothing, but no disrespect to no bloods. But they called each other five. See, that's an energy. But you don't know who gonna be a five. You see what I'm saying? So when we call each other black, I know some white boys who act more ratchet than any
Oh yeah.
nigga I
Oh
ever
yeah.
knew. You know what I'm saying? So once
Man,
we
whenever you come across them white guys in the hood that's trying to be in with the black guys, what was that comedian? He said them niggas go the hardest.
yeah,
Hey, Key.
yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? And you can't say nigga wrong. You know what I'm saying? Another
Yeah.
white boy can't say around him, man. He gonna get him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they really black and they this like they the wrong color. Put it like that. Them niggas is black. Hey, that's
Oh yeah.
crazy though. I'm telling
Oh
you
yeah.
because you'll see that on the West Coast too, man. Like white guys that don't act white, man. A lot too, like in these certain sets and stuff, they act just like how the set act, man, and shit like that. So I'm just saying, yeah, that's
Right.
a good point because you know, it's like you got black guys that act white, white guys that act black. This whole black fatigue, then black people responds with what? White fatigue. No
Right.
one saying motherfucking system fatigue, right?
Right.
Like,
Right.
goddamn.
No one's saying let's stop killing. Let's stop killing. It's a killing fatigue, or it's a starvation fatigue, or it's a illiterate baby fatigue. And then I got another drop on illiteracy.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That I think that they used to call us stupid back in the day, but we wasn't really stupid because we had human intelligence. You know what I'm saying? We had divine intelligence. We were compatible with nature. So how you gonna come up with a new system and a new ideal for a new world and then tell us we were stupid in the old world, and that's indoctrinating us into y'all nature. Like the school, they was spooling us up with some thread, hoping that when we unravel, we become they butterfly to pimp. You see what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
And shout
Hey,
out to Restore Basket join, bro. You let me know when you want when Restore Basket can
yeah, to the people in the chat room on my end, y'all can join now. It's Keys Zoom. So whenever he had gave a green light to drop the link, I went on and dropped it. So there y'all go. But yeah, man, I can play a couple of these videos, but it ain't gonna do nothing but trigger niggas to go in on the far right type shit. I'm gonna just go on let y'all know now. But that's where you getting a lot of the black fatigue content from. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
hey
But
Restore.
as far
Oh,
as
yeah, bro.
yeah, no, let me fall back. Restore basket might want the flow.
Just wanted to get a mic check because I know Restore Basket from the chat, but this is their first time on the panel. So if you want to give us a mic check, I'd appreciate it. Restore Basket. Salute.
Yeah, that we need that mic check from. Oh,
Yeah,
he
we
left. He
gotta get
left.
the mic check. So
Cool.
let us get some people on, and then what I'm gonna do is we can play a video. Bro Sanchez, you got the control, right?
Yeah,
For the screen
I
share.
think
Okay,
so.
yeah. So yeah, when you ready. And everybody who wanna join, y'all can go and start joining now. I'll see y'all in the weight room and then we'll let you up.
All right. Oh, so what you think about this new Carmelo footage, man? They said it ain't looking good, man. Before I find this whole black fatigue.
You know what, man? You got it. We can play it.
What they hadn't released this footage to the public. Yeah, but they had people explaining what they saw, and they was saying where there was definitely no altercation. It was like two people talking, and then people just started running all of a sudden, and one of them fell. So it sounded like touch me, see what happened, boom, bam. And so
Yeah.
everybody was saying, no, they was jumping on them. It was that have been debunked with this new information.
And
So
I knew that, man, you know, but once again, we can't comment out of emotion. We
yeah.
gotta comment out of wisdom, because not only are we trying to stand behind and protect one of our young brothers from the so-called other race, and I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't but one race. You better find your lane in it, or the race your ass running ain't gonna never make it to TV. But you know, we gotta be teaching our young brother at the same time. Now, after we protect them, lawyer him up, make sure ain't nobody touching him, make sure he don't get mistreated. Now, after I make sure that happen, even if this was my son, after I do that, now I'm gonna turn around and now I'm finna be on his ass. Man, you done some dumb shit. Who in your ear to get you to do what you? I raised you better than that. I raised you better than that. So I've been educating you on. You did something that you wanted to do. Now you acting like outside of your home. You misrepresenting this family, nigga. Because if we was living this type of lifestyle, we'd already had this lawyer money for you. Obviously, we working and we hardworking people, and we trying to do the best thing we can do with you and your education. Because you don't even live in the hood, but you want to go to school and act like a gangster. They shouldn't have got that nigga no damn lawyer and let him handle this, figure this shit out on his own. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Hey, that's a hey, that's a strong stance. Strong stance. Let me play this video audio real quick. It says
And
someone else is sharing. Okay.
okay, yeah, let me take this off real quick. And I let Nino on, but we got a doggone no go 0216. I'm not quite sure who that is.
Yeah, I don't know. These new people.
Yeah. But I'm gonna cut the screen share off
Okay.
and let's see if you got it.
Yeah, all I
Nino,
need is the audio for real anyway.
okay, yeah, you could put let's try it. And Nino, you wanna give us a mic check? Mic check. Mic
Salute,
check. And
salute.
we thought, salute. We know wisdom thought. Come on in, good brother. Oh yeah.
I'm play this. I don't know what's on this one, but let's hear this real quick.
Okay.
Video might make you uncomfortable, but it needs to be made. There's a growing sentiment, most recently, of individuals who are proclaiming they do have
Y'all
black
hear that?
fatigue, and you don't.
Oh, let me share. Y'all don't hear it?
I can hear it. I
Okay.
just can't see, man.
Oh, nah, you ain't got to see it. Just listen to it.
Okay.
This video might make you uncomfortable, but it needs to be made. There's a growing sentiment, most recently, of individuals who are proclaiming they do have
Y'all
black
hear that?
fatigue, and you don't have to be a non-black person to have black fatigue. What does that phrase actually mean? Essentially, black fatigue is a growing weariness of the actions of the quote-unquote black community, but it goes deeper than that, because we are in 2025 now, and we are being judged based on the content of our character and not the color of our skin. But the interesting part is the lie that's been sold to the black community in particular is that the color of our skin dictates the content of our character. That's why in the black community, sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, you are acting white, when they're talking to someone like myself who doesn't act the way most people would expect a conventional black person to act. In their minds, there is a correct way to act black. And the people in your ethnic group who fulfill those very negative stereotypes, those are the ones who are going to essentially drag down the collective whole. And that's why there's individuals who are black who do and can have black fatigue, because they see how damaging it is to see the worst of us attract all this negative attention that then unfortunately gets.
Now, that's my thing about this black fatigue argument. They say that the worst of us attract all this negative attention. Here go the hypocrisy of all this shit, right? is that, and he's right. He's right to a certain extent, but here's where he's wrong. The uppity white people that he's emulating, they will turn around and be your liar Cohens. They will go to the projects and they will go and sign the most ratchet ghetto nigga and make millions off of it. So when he say like the worst of the worst are gaining the most attention, the white man that you're emulating, right? It's the one who's putting these negative stereotypes at the forefront, though.
That's a fact.
Like he said, like the white dude that he's emulating ain't checking for niggas like him, though. They checking for fucking Snoop Dogs, the goddamn the gangster niggas, the
Right.
hood.
Right. And so then a lot of people
that was black fatigue right there with him, because if you listen to him, he was like that don't sound like guys like myself. You know what I'm saying? So he was saying that, you know what I'm saying, I don't fit the stereotypical. So what makes you think the way you talking is not stereotypical? Some places on in the United States, that's how black people talk. So he was falling into the stereotypical shit right there.
Right.
That's facts. That's why I wanted to bring up the different sides of it, because we'll get one-sided with some, and then it'll be somebody shooting from a whole nother angle. You see what I'm saying? And we got Young Quality, shout out. We got Wisdom
Shout out
Thought.
to nigga Young Quality.
Yeah,
Wisdom Thought.
Quality, you know what it is, gang. And
What's
then
happening,
Jay
broski? You already
Santos.
know.
Yes, sir. Jay Santos, you know him too, Sanchez? Okay, bet.
Yeah,
Jay
he's good.
Santos.
Yo, peace to the channel, peace to the chat, peace to Sanchez.
Peace and love.
Yo, North, what up?
Hey, salute, fam. Salute to y'all, man. You know, we just wanted to get the brothers in, man, so y'all can give some of y'all insight. But once they kids get through screen sharing, man, we'll be able to go in. Salute. Please like, share, and subscribe. Support both channels. If you're on my side and you're not sub to Bro Sanchez, make sure you sub to him and share his video too. Please and thank you.
And before I play the rest of the video, like my thing with the black fatigue joint, okay, yeah, black people will tell you acting white because that is an act. I mean, you grew up like us and we talk a certain way, and it's ebonics, it's a certain broken English. And when you go in there to go for a job interview, you leave that in the hood. And yes, we all act white at a job interview. And it is an act because it's not the natural way I would like to talk that's comfortable for my mouth, right? And every other group get to do what they want with the American language but us. You know, everyone get to speak it their way. But let me see, because the whole thing, man, was getting with me with this black fatigue shit, and I'm gonna be quick, is that a lot of uppity niggas is using it to say, well, look, white man, I'm not like them ratchet ass niggas. I talk right. I'm proper, and I like gray poupon looking ass. But you know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. You spot on.
Because they see how damaging it is to see the worst of us attract all this negative attention that then unfortunately gets ascribed to the entire race all too often. But what's unfortunate is here in 2025, now we have to contend with the fact that there's people who are so sick and tired of seeing those.
You can't tell me white folks tired of seeing these negative stereotypes when they promote them the most and make the most money off of it. You can't tell me white folks tired of seeing these negative stereotypes when they got a prison pipeline system that need that to happen for niggas to be there. They push, promote, and create these stereotypes, dog.
Hell, and you can't tell me that the niggas don't promote this shit because they talk about Tyler Perry doing this and that with all this and promoting that same shit, but then they all go bad. If you bad all and you the main audience for it or whatever, and your buying power is what's making motherfuckers billionaires off this shit, how can you say you got the same black fatigue too? Because your pockets don't show it.
Right. Your pockets ain't tired of niggas acting ratchet. Right. God damn. This is crazy.
Negative aspects those negative individuals in the black community attracting all this attention. That's what is spurring the.
They acting like these ratchet folks going out there and just drawing crowds everywhere. Dude, white corporations giving these folks record deals, comedy deals, and all that. So my thing, they ain't the problem. It's like America love our ratchetness and hood shit when it's on a big screen. But then when it's time to talk politics, it's a problem. These hoodlums and come on, man. Like it's really crazy. Like it's really crazy. Nipsey Hussle probably is a dude that speak Ebonics. He fulfill them stereotypes of how he act. But guess what? His fucking success. His he's a corporate nigga. Like he's intelligent, making the right moves for his community, whatever. I'm just using him for an example. I'm trying to show somebody who may, because you know these niggas acting like they helping the white man profile what low IQ or what ratchetness look like, when really a dude like this, right? And I can show y'all his picture. He would be a bodyguard for like Soldier Boy with his big chunky ass, right? So my thing is like, you talking about these stereotypes and shit, but you would get hired by some black corporate nigga. Like, think about this, right? They ain't going beyond the behavior, like dialect, a nigga speaking Ebonics, how he dress, and they ain't literally pinpoint these stereotypes. Like I would be talking about niggas killing each other. Like, look, man, white folks tired of black folks killing each other, but apparently white folks ain't fatigued with us killing each other. They like that. They just tired of you acting ratchet and doing ratchet stuff in public, right?
Right. But see, then Sanchez, that's why I brought up the double-edged sword earlier. Cause I get the black fatigue shit on me. So when it comes to the entertainment part, it's cool. But then when it comes to me displaying the intelligence that I behold in my mind, then it's, oh man, don't listen to that nigga, man. He from such and such, man. He used to be with this set, or he drank, or this or that. Like, so how is it good? What's good for the goose is no longer good for the gander. You see what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
gotta start comprehending these things. That's how we get tricked out of our position every time. That's why we keep celebrating these false victories. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Damn, false victories.
This black fatigue. I think it's something that needs to be talked about. And until we turn inward and address the issues in our own communities, I fear that this is only going to continue and get worse. And that's exactly what the powers that be want. They want to have us against each other instead of us against those who are really pulling the strings in the back. This video.
All right. So that's that. Salutes to the panel. I'm falling back.
Yo, you know how deep this get? Now you got me thinking. You know the GTA the servers online, how they play on the PC?
Yeah. Like you mean all of the gamers in one little experience? I got you.
Yeah, but they've updated these servers to where you're in your own world, and they got everybody on some hood shit, on some hood stuff, bro. Like literally got Nike Tech hoodies on. They posted up on the block.
Right, they got O Block and goddamn, they didn't create a service with O Block or
you got weirdos.
Man.
Yeah, you got weirdos in the house who want to be gang members, being gang members online, and that's what you go back to the simulation, bro.
Oh my fucking God! You know what's crazy about this, bro? It's like they're capitalizing off everything they complaining about in niggas.
Right, bro. It's like the movie CB4. Don't y'all remember when they locked the real drug dealer gangster up? And then when they got him off the street, they said, we ain't gonna let him put no album out about he really doing and make no money. He gonna be the problem. So we kidnap him, get him off the street, then we put Chris Rock them out, and we still gonna capitalize off this shit. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I get deep.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. Damn.
Well, my thing is, I don't understand how white people can even fix their lips to talk about black fatigue. One, when they making money on it, and two, like the world ain't got white fatigue. If you
Yeah, man.
motherfuckers have stepped down for power for at least 2 years, maybe somebody else can feel like they got a fucking leg up. But of course, we know you ain't gonna do that. That'd be asking for too much, like, right? So because of that, I think maybe y'all need to stop talking about the fatigue that your nation depends on in order to sustain itself.
Yeah,
Hell, we got the
basically.
biggest buying power. And you take all our black dollars for being ratchet and watch it. You promote Bad Girls Club, try to put hip hop and everything, and then
But,
get mad when you get the ratchet shit up out of it.
but go
Yeah.
back to the older movies in Hollywood, like the old movies. I'm talking about the 80s movies where they all got the afros. Everybody had a little deuce. They portraying stuff that was going on in these inner cities. So they was profiting off
sound
it.
like-
So
But then
It
they
sound
think
like some
like
Randy
Sexy
stuff
Red to
off
be
of.
on like WWE with Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying? And some shit like that. And it's just like, well, okay. It don't seem like there's no fatigue for real because y'all know what Sexy Red come with. And WWE is a mainly PG show now. What do you get out of that?
Yeah, Sexy Red was on WWE.
Yeah. She
I'm
was
gonna
with
go on
Shawn
you
Michaels
know,
doing
but
her
you
thing.
gotta check that out.
Right. It's like no diss to her. It's like I'm not gonna blame a person for being them. My
That's
thing is
interesting,
y'all
man.
can't
I
promote
wanna,
this and then say you don't like it.
but is she wrestling, bro?
I don't think
Yeah,
she was
that's
wrestling now.
interesting.
Uh
She was just
oh
on some special guests and doing her little
okay.
thing.
Up
Yeah.
getting all the damn money out here then. Shit.
Hey, these damn voters should have lesser evil fatigue. But you know what's crazy? You said Unc getting all the money. I keep forgetting. Yeah, man, that'll be interesting if he break down his Sexy Red whole, you know, his shit like that. But yeah,
I
that's
think
crazy.
it's
I didn't even know that was his artist, nigga.
yeah. Yeah, and I think it's more profitable for it to go the other way around type of thing. You feel me? Sometimes it's better to just make up a dummy name for a business rather than people to know you own it and hate on you. You see what I'm saying? Being
Yeah.
strategic. Oh yeah.
Hey, hey, what's crazy is this right here, man. You talk about black fatigue, right? But the whole thing is this right here. All of the movies that I grew up to were classics. They made so much money in Hollywood. It was shit like New Jack City, Boys in the Hood, um, Menace to Society, shit, even Friday and all. Like, if you even want to go into like some of the biggest hits and like at the top of all that, it was a white family, a white guy. For example, like the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake beef. The Grange family. Kanye West was telling us that. So people do act like they tired of all of the ratchet shit, but then Donald Trump can have some damn rap. Donald Trump can let Kodak Black out of jail, and all of them same niggas will be like, "See, ain't Trump all right?" And I'm like, "Well, Trump must ain't tired of that ratchet shit. Why you tired of it? Because Trump just freed motherfucking Kodak Black." So it's such a hypocrisy. Like these far right Negroes trying to act so I'm not like them white man, and they same white man you sucking up to will go let Lil Pump out of jail, nigga. Like, stop. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to flex with it. Like, Trump freed this dude. I'm like, hold up, the same dude you said that the white man tired of and got black fatigue of.
how could it be black fatigue when without that fatigue, it's nothing? Half of the stuff wouldn't even be here. This country wouldn't be built. You feel me? So crazy.
The whole thing is they gonna rape us for the culture. Like they like
Exactly.
it's attractive. Well, grape us for the culture. You know what I'm saying? See, they gonna they like it. It's attractive to them. but it just scare them a little bit with us doing it. But they want to go home and do it. Like I see little white girls online all day, every day now. They throwing up rakes like what they done let the G's in the dough. You know what I'm saying? And
I
shit,
swear to
shit like
God,
Now you word. Now they
this
bro,
listening to drill. They
bullshit.
listening to drill music, all of that. And I've seen this in 2012 when Chief Keef first came out. So I could imagine what's going on now.
But you know what? Shit, Dave Chappelle did a motherfucking skit about that. We did the house swap with the black family
Oh
and the
yeah,
white
yeah,
family,
yeah,
and the
yeah.
little boy was like, I listen to G Unit. I'm from the streets, yo. He said, yeah, I'm gonna take your ass to the streets. Get your ass in the car. And he took
Nah,
his ass over there to the hood shit. He said, sell rocks, nigga. I heard that's what they do around here.
he dropped them off in the hood.
Yeah.
Nah, for
I
real though. But
want
that's
to ask the question of, what is some of the things that y'all think like, so where y'all minds at when we looking at all the different angles of black fatigue? Like,
I would
how,
say the only
yeah,
people that even deserve to even speak about black fatigue is black people. One.
facts.
Two, and then the black fatigue that we get can be differently understood than the black fatigue other people get. They don't know what it's like to be black and have fatigue of ourselves, not just of ourselves, but we could use black fatigue in the sense of shit that we tired of doing for these motherfuckers.
Right,
Shit that we tired of sustaining for these motherfuckers. You don't know about that black fatigue. You don't know the
right,
shit we tired of from everybody the fuck else. Because then now he
right.
talking about all these ice raids and shit like that. Then you got the Spanish people talking about, do niggas want to help? I don't know, man. It's a lot of fatigue going on for us. And yeah, everybody was talking about some help. And then don't nobody want to come help when it's our time. Because when I see us out there, I don't see the Jamaican flag out there helping niggas. I don't see the goddamn African flags, the Haitians, none of that shit. It just be niggas and a couple brave white people that I will say. But other than that, same old shit, bro. Different day. Now, like I said, motherfuckers want to talk about fatigue on some shit that they don't even really have a stake in. Like, you motherfuckers ain't never really even, like, y'all not even supposed to be here and you talk about fatigue.
but that's what
Motherfuckers been fatigued you being on this continent.
but that go back from ancient time. We talking about black fatigue. They was tired from back then. Like, damn, they did all of this. So
Shit, they
they
couldn't
deep.
be that tired. They got here and we lifted motherfuckers off their feet, showed them how to grow corn, showed them how to do all this other kind of bullshit.
I'm,
Anywhere they go, they get showed the lay of the land. They get a red carpet rolled out for their ass for the most part until they fuck their reputation up, which they did. And after that, of course, don't nobody trust their ass.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think just this black fatigue, they're just like sitting there nitpicking at any little thing. Cause come on, look at this basic thing. The army just had to make a law for where you could actually have locks in the army. You could wear your locks out. You had to cut your hair before. Why are y'all so concerned with our hair? Even in schools in Texas, they had the laws passed where,
Yeah,
they
it
could.
definitely seems like it's created, man. This definitely seems like something that shouldn't even be a thing for real. Like
You
fatigue, like
you
come
you, you
on,
want to
bro.
know how
Like what
deep?
is we really talking about,
You
bro?
want to know
Like
how
that
deep it is,
sounds
bro?
weird.
You want to know how deep it is? Go put on a suit, bro, and go in a certain environment around certain people, and you're gonna see people they're gonna find a reason to just not like you. You get what I'm saying? So it gets deep. Just like it don't matter. You could have on a suit. You could look clean as hell. They're
I
gonna find some.
definitely get, I definitely get the fact it is not, it's not a normal behavior, but it's a behavior because of the environment and the things that was created and orchestrated to construct this and what we in. So to be fatigued, or I think that's just some creative, fam. Like when I hear that, I hear like them preppy folks who are like trying to start a cause for no reason. You know what I mean? Like,
This the
Yeah,
first time. Guys, Sanchez.
because you no, I was just gonna say because I don't really see a lot of big white personalities saying, pushing black fatigue is like black conservatives.
exactly. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like y'all don't even really have a say so. Like you guys, it's like some like the alphabet. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like something that just was made up. Like, yo, let's throw some letters and some words together and let's start a cause.
Oh, speaking of
Let's
that, yep. Go ahead, bro.
Oh yeah, my bad, bro. I was just gonna say, and y'all cooking because y'all kicking in all the different perspectives. But what I'm trying to get to, and that's what we're sweeping up. Right now, we're sweeping a pile together, and now we finna figure out what this shit is on the floor. Because they've already said we are a subgroup of our people. They already said the people who represent so-called blacks in America are these HBCU gate guard, Greek god praying two ass niggas. And pardon my French. You understand what I'm saying? But ooh we ain't the same as who they be motherfuckers that I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? So they're separating themselves from us. This is what black fatigue is right now.
Right, right.
And so,
And I definitely agree. I definitely think that it is. See, I'm Puerto Rican, and I definitely do think that that's like a weird subject that the black community can only have because us, we don't feel that way. Ain't no motherfucking fatigue over here about, or excuse my language, ain't no fatigue over here about, nothing that's got going on. If y'all know history, we've been rubbing elbows for years, and there's no fatigue in any other community other than the conservatives that are bringing this up.
But the fact you say that, North, it's like, damn, what are y'all really trying to do? Y'all trying to you're not trying. Y'all separated us, but I don't know. It's deep, man. Now you got me thinking.
oh yeah, that's a fact, man, because this is who's promoting it. Like Sanchez said when he first started, like, you know, these white people got black fatigue, but they not saying nothing. But it's like, if the slave owner got black slave catchers, he ain't gotta run after nobody. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Matter of fact, so look at it like this. Since you put it like that,
That's a bomb.
that recently I'm seeing with these smart cities and certain they talking about, oh, we want to have safe areas to live. That's another part of it, saying that, oh, where these people live, it's not safe areas. So that's the black fatigue of, oh, it's violence in these areas, so we have to clean up these areas.
Mm-hmm. Hey, this is facts, man, because it's like all of these black guys pushing the black fatigue thing is saying to black folks what the white supremacists can't really say themselves, because they would like to come out and say, we tired of y'all, but they got a bunch of other dudes say, hey, man, these white folks tired of y'all. How you know? You asked it, hey, is this nigga with an exhaust thermometer that's going up to him? Hey, are you tired of black people? Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
I'm rolling. And my
I'm
thing
fucking
is, how
tired
did
of it.
this even become a conversation just about black fatigue and not the fatigue of everybody the fuck else? Because when I
Right.
say we got fatigue of everybody the fuck else.
Let me tell you why. Because we allow Joe Biden to come out and say, you ain't black if you don't vote for
If
me.
you don't vote,
Man,
yeah,
shit
that
like
was
that, bro.
crazy.
Shit like that.
That
And
was
that's what I'm
crazy.
saying. It's like, if they really want us to get on that, motherfuckers can start getting on nukes. If motherfuckers talking about black fatigue, fine then. We got fatigue of everybody the fuck else. The tethers, the other motherfucking people that be coming here, the foreigners, your Africans, your whoever. Because we can really get on that. Because we can tell y'all what y'all do and the advantages y'all get when y'all come here and get all the benefits that's supposed to come to us, and they still ain't even gave us our shit. They wouldn't even let us earn some new shit properly. And you want
The
to talk about
crazy,
fatigue? We tired
the
of all
crazy,
you niggas. We tired of y'all niggas that's coming here still, and we tired of the niggas that been came and won't leave.
Yeah, you know what it's like? It's like a bully that's bullying somebody and they just keep bullying them and they just get so bored. It's like, yo, what else am I do?
right, bro.
Yeah.
But the craziest shit is that it took somebody to say, hey, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. And
Which is
he damn
crazy.
near got more votes than damn Barack Obama with his sweet ass.
The
You
fact
know
that
what
he
I'm
didn't lose because of that fact is insane. That
It's
should have been
crazy.
Now,
the turning point. Like, oh yeah, nah, that shit dead on phone them.
His
Like,
ass should
y'all
have
ass
been
tripping.
green. What
You
you
got it.
think about this shit, Sanchez?
man, I'm sitting up here. I wanted to bring up some of y'all real quick, man. Charleston White got a viral video with the black fatigue shit, right? where he was kind of going in on black folks and shit. And I just thought about that nigga boxing match right now, and my whole mind just went blank for a minute because I was like, damn, nigga, I can run that bike. Hold up, but ask me something before I go into that. My bad. No, ask me what you was asking me something before I even do that. But I'm definitely finna ask y'all some real shit real quick. Key, rephrase, do that again. My bad.
Hold on. Damn, my shit kind of froze up a little bit. Okay, yeah. So I was saying, you know, what you think about? See, we're not getting the message behind the play. You know what I'm saying? See, when plays are taking place, we ain't coachable and we ain't coaching, because after a play happen, we need some leaders who gonna say, okay, man, the reason this happened was this, and the way to avoid this next time is this. We just running all out on the field. We ain't coaching and we ain't got no coach. So that shows to me that we'll never be able to separate, come together, or get on no accord, for the simple fact this man said, you ain't black if you don't vote for me, and he won. That should have been the main reason he didn't win.
Exactly.
That should have been a coming together point for us.
Yep.
This is black fatigue.
He basically said, if you don't do this, you ain't a nigga, and that's dead, bro. To be able to say that and you ain't a nigga is very disrespectful.
But that show y'all where we at mentally as a people, man.
It's
worse than what we thought.
Yeah, that's the point. Like you said, we should have just said, fuck the whole game. Matter of fact, ain't nobody getting our vote no more. He fucked it up for everybody. We out the whole game.
Yeah.
Facts.
But we so sleep, motherfucker slept straight through that shit. Then motherfuckers like, don't wake me up.
The point that we think we so woke is the reason why we sleep. See, like my nigga Nino said, see, when you was asleep, you was woke. But now your ass woke, you really asleep.
Man.
Don't let that go over y'all head. If it did, man, just quit taking showers because you ain't getting clean. Just take a bath. Baptize. You know what I'm saying? This black fatigue. Yeah.
Nah,
so what you think about this, Sanchez, man? How you feel about that, man?
Yeah, I just think you spot on about all that, man. Like, the whole thing I would say is this: when the point that you made about people that can look at the game tape and say, look, this what went wrong, boom, boom, boom. Instead, what these people putting on a pedestal is everybody that they putting as a black leader is niggas who going viral on some Uncle Ruckus shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's one thing because you got different kinds of people. Every person that's black is gonna be heavy critical of their people right now because we are losing team. And anytime a team losing, the coach is gonna be going in. So anybody trying to coach or be the voice of black people, they're gonna have to have a strong voice for niggas. But it can be twisted who got a strong voice and who just got the strongest desire to be popular, or like because you can act like, well, I'm going in on black people because I got solutions and this what's going to solve our problems. But no, I'm going in on black people because I'm saying to them what the white folks can't say to them, and I'm just getting paid from the conservatives type shit, you know.
But then
that
with
can
that
be blurred, yeah.
That analogy you just made, now say you coaching some little boys. Then see, this gonna ruffle a lot of feathers too. See, we ain't start losing the race till we took a back seat to our woman. So now the coach just can't go out there and say, hey, little boy, man, damn, quit shooting the ball in the other team fucking goal. Hell, this 8 points you gave him is the reason we lost by 6. You see what I'm saying? You can't say that no more because we can't be masculine, and there ain't a lot of masculine men left to even receive a coach's instruction. So what about that?
I don't know if that falls under masculine or discipline, but it's one of those lenses.
It's in there. You see what I'm saying? So now it ain't about disciplining. It's about see. They say be grown, man. Leave stuff alone. See, a manly figure can't get no organization no more. Cause now it happened. Just go out there to have fun. You ain't playing to win. And little kids, if you
Yeah.
listen, your daddy told you this shit before, he's a fucking loser. And that's coming out my mouth right now, and I mean it.
Go out there and have fun. Don't play to win. I have heard some coaches say that shit. Hey, win or lose, did you have fun?
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who ain't saying that shit? Chinese folks, they ain't saying none of that shit.
Nah.
Nah. You go out there and
nah.
no mercy, nigga. No mercy.
Matter of fact, if you lose, you might get beat with this bamboo stick. Let me stop.
Definitely get beat with that bamboo
Real.
stick. And you can sit on your knees on some bamboo sticks to eat this rice, serving it out of a bowl like a dog. You ain't getting chopsticks tonight.
Man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we got to start adding more discipline. We need more men to be allowed to be men, but we also need those men to be who allowed to be men that had a damn head on straight too. So it's two sides to the coin. It's a win-lose situation.
Well, the thing is,
So
they trying to purposely make motherfuckers docile, right? They know at the end of the day, as men, we know because they study, as in far as like when it comes to governments and shit like that, they study the sociology of people and they know that pressure busts pipes. When somebody's put under enough pressure and they got enough discipline, or whether they do or don't, you put them under a right amount of pressure, you would get the desired result. People, they didn't took the whole applying pressure to people and just say, okay, you go out there, you just have fun. Not that if you go out there and lose this shit, all that work we did all of this season building up to this shit gonna be for nothing. Nah, you got to put that pressure to make motherfuckers leap like they supposed to when they supposed to jump.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm gonna just say this though, bro. Charles, let me play this video for y'all real quick. Right. We talking about black fatigue. I ain't gonna lie, Charleston White be spending some jewels, but sometimes he go in a little hard on the people. Let me see here. Which one is it? Hold on. I don't want the long one. My bad, y'all.
No, you good. It's like he don't be lying, but it be like you saying it to the point where everybody can hear you, nigga. That's all. It's like we know we need to fix this shit. We know all that shit. But Charleston, he ripped the Band-Aid off. He that type nigga.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Damn. Was it? Hold on a second. I'm looking at a lot of this nigga videos here where it's just, he said this nigga got a video that's called, hold on, everything in the black community is negative. Hold on, let's check this one out real quick.
You gonna play the video, Sanchez?
On an interview where you said you wasn't.
Here. Hold on, my bad.
You gonna play the video or not?
The audio.
Okay. That's a bit.
Proud to be black.
I'm proud to be a nigga. But for what black folks done done, nigga, for the last 50 years, we ain't got nothing to be proud of. We coming in after the civil rights generation. The slaves got out of slavery. By the 1920s, homie, we was a vibrant race of people. And we was married with families intact.
I saw in an interview where you said you wasn't proud to be black.
I'm proud to be a nigga.
Hold on a second.
But for what black folks done done, nigga, for the last 50.
Let me play something else real quick. Hold on.
Who's destroying the black family? Who's destroying the black family? I say the black man. When daddy show up saying, I'm this kind of man, and mama believe him, and daddy find out to be a lying mother. What white man is involved in that? What system?
Hold on.
That's why we got to be put back in slavery because of our criminal mindset.
Who got to be put back in slavery?
Black Americans? Nah. You lying to me? Nah. You lying to me? What is going to change this criminal mindset?
I mean, we moving past it. Like you said, it was the crack era. If you look at it now,
But we still got a no snitching code on children.
I ain't gonna lie to you, you breaking that shit down. So the more people we got like you going in the face of that culture, that's how the shit gonna change. But slavery ain't it, my guy.
Yeah, slavery did.
Nah.
Now the Danza Project is like a Hispanic guy. He telling this black man, "No, don't put niggas in slavery. That's nasty work."
Produce great people. Yeah, produce a great group of people.
There's a video of Louis Farrakhan. They asked him about Kanye.
Yeah.
And he said it's in the Bible that this is what we must go through to become, to evolve the better human. The big.
Now that right there need to quit. Niggas need to quit teaching that. That's manifest destiny right there. Like, okay, black folks need to go through all this oppression for us to become great, but nobody else needed to do that for them to become great. Like, that's crazy, bro.
Bigger human. He said God really did look out for the meek and for the disadvantaged. Lo and behold, everything's coming back full circle.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
We don't.
But let me quit playing this video. Y'all get the point. Like Charleston got black fatigue is the point that I'm making. Charleston White got black fatigue, and you know what I'm saying? He's all for the whole black fatigue thing. I saw a couple of videos, but that's what I wanted to know from y'all, like, because a lot of what he's saying is truthful, like the other brother. You know what I'm saying? They do. Niggas will tell you, man, you acting white just because you being smart, as if dumb is equated with black. You know what I'm saying? That do happen. But
that happened to me as a kid, bro. Like the same thing you said. Just you see how the RZA used to rap when he was younger. He had them intellectual raps. I used to, you know, be into weird stuff, science. You know, you get judged by that. But as a kid, that puts you living in the hood. Now people like, oh, you weird. Why you being weird? You like, oh, you like that type of stuff. That puts you in the mindset of thinking about who you really are and like, oh, should I adjust to being this? So yeah, it's a deep programming, bro.
yeah, man. I think a lot of
Hey, what
black
up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's good? Thug Rob, man, welcome, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't even see you hop on.
yeah, you know, I
Bro.
slide in and
Salutes to
slide
T
out. How y'all
Wriggles.
doing?
Yeah. Salutes to y'all.
Yeah, salute.
Yeah, go ahead, though, Sanchez. You good?
Salute. Salute.
No, I think a lot of black folks went to the conservative and the far right side because they was kind of getting tired of niggas too. But that's what I was saying, like, to the people. I was like, bro, we tired of niggas doing dumb shit. That ain't black fatigue. That's stupid shit fatigue.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Salutes, gentlemen. It's the Wriggles, right? So I just looked up some things, you know, really quick for coming on here, you know, because I don't know where the hell this word black fatigue came from. But apparently it came from a woman by the name of, let me just double check, make sure I'm right here, Mary Frances Winters, that graduated from University of Rochester. And this book she wrote in 2020, and now it's, I guess, gotten famous. I'm not buying this. I don't understand this at all. And just to add, you know, fuel to the fire, she's a sorority member from the, what's that, AKA? So there's I think Jay Santos said it earlier, like this is a game here that is being played. So that's what I'm getting from this so-called black fatigue. And I like.
Yeah. It's like they tried to take something old and desecrate it or something, or something like that, man, because they showed and flipped it on us. But that was
Yeah, I
never
have to understand the concept of that. The black fatigue, I don't understand. Like, why? Who, like he just said, who came up with it, but why?
Yeah, look what it says too, man. This is wild, Joe. How they come up with
And
this.
then it's just such a lie though, because it's like, nigga, y'all having niggas fucking headline the Super Bowl. Y'all not tired of niggas. I refuse to believe it.
But we gotta comprehend what they saying though.
They saying they
fatigue.
tired of the niggatry, right? And I'm saying it come along with it because y'all socially engineered niggas to be exactly what they are. You know the ramifications of what you did. This exactly is on par with what you've asked for.
The
Please take it.
nigga, the nigga is their invention. But now, just like they trying to merge man with machine, it's like they merging themselves with the nigga and getting rid of the nigga. It's
Yeah.
trade.
They trying to
It's
like you said, literally Agent Smith us on some stick their hand in our chest. And yeah, it's like, bro, nah.
See, the thing I learned about being in the Matrix was everybody was an agent. Because you gonna tell your nigga, and then he gonna tell his other nigga, then he gonna tell his other nigga, then he gonna tell a nigga who he think who a real nigga, then he gonna tell on your ass.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how what I learned about being in the Matrix was everybody's an agent, whether willingly or unconsciously. That's why I call this the fucking unconscious community. We gotta be able to get our mind, body, and soul intact, be on one accord, and be like, fuck this, man. I ain't finna separate from my folks with none of these ideas, because all this shit is different routes leading to the same destination.
Facts.
Yeah, look, Key, look what it says. Examples of how black fatigue can manifest, right? And one of the bullet points says psychological and physiological health problems. It says chronic exposure to stress from racism can contribute to various physical and mental health problems. Like, what? Are you serious?
Do they got a video of this shit we can listen to? Because that was crazy. That was deep right there.
Look, oh my God, yo. Look, I don't know that.
Wait, you mean to tell me they just said black fatigue got health ramifications?
Look, this sounds like someone's trying to give us an excuse for not being better. This
Yeah,
is what
but hey, so y'all go get y'all check now. This might be a form of reparations.
So here go what I get, T Wriggles. I get that if you a child brought into this world and you don't choose your parents and you born up, let's just say Cabrini Green type shit, coming up in a certain area and certain conditions, you're not like a child that's in a safe, normal, both his parents there is nurturing, he ain't worried about food. What if your mama selling her body every night or sprung out? Dad ain't there, a gang raising. Now, I ain't making excuses because we gotta get better, but look, at the same time, America keeps saying y'all niggas need to get better when it's the one causing this behavior. Like it's literally the direct cause. They can stop fentanyl from coming into this country right now at the snap of a finger, man. Like these folks, bro, they can control whatever they want, bro, at the snap, but they know who they targeting. It's a civil war, man, waged on a group of people through covert ways, promoting certain behaviors, like, and you know what I'm saying, that's in certain things people exposed to at a young age. Yeah, we can say the parent and all that, we can do all that, but look, if 2, 3, 4, 5 people catch a cold, then we can start saying, man, y'all need to, practice better health. But if the whole city block catch a cold, we need to start checking the air and the water, my nigga. And I'm saying it's just too many young, bright minds heading down the wrong world. And I know the power of TV, music, all this programming, bro, is real shit. This is why they didn't want Hitler to have the power of media. Media is the biggest tool of war over any gun or missile.
That's facts.
So I'm about to say, bro, we all grew up on BET. If you're a 90s baby, 80s, you grew up on BET.
Yep, finna say. That's why a lot of motherfuckers was like, they did a lot of throwback shit this year at the BET Awards because of all the complaints they was getting all the other years. Here they go again with having the older generation come through and save the bullshit that they currently doing.
And a lot of people say, well, we got to leave the ghetto mentality behind. I'm gonna tell you some real shit, right? When they say that, they saying quit using ebonics, quit wearing football jerseys outside, quit wearing bonnets, quit rocking Timberland boots type shit. You know, you can, it's always some, it's never when they say leave the ghetto mentality behind, right? It ain't what y'all think it is. And I'm gonna say this, like the people who run the world, they never left they crusading as barbaric mentality behind. The people that run the world, they never left they evil mind behind. Them being evil, satanic, barbaric is why they at the top. So when you, my thing about, I wouldn't say leave, we keep thinking it's a ghetto mentality when it's a lack of strategy, planning, and galvanizing each other, because what they keep saying is like, black man, put a suit on, put a suit and tie on, or talk a certain way, act like all of that is normally what they be talking about with the ghetto mentality. Like you can have a dude with a mouth full of gold teeth and he's a CEO and an entrepreneur. Hold on, my mic mute. Oh,
Facts. Now, Sanchez, that's a fact. And that's what I was saying earlier about these
they putting
you know,
twos. My
we
bad.
heard you good on the panel. But that's what I was saying earlier. We gotta stop getting these you know, hopeless victories. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like we not winning because we're looking at what they saying about the shit rather than what's happening to us. That's how we're lacking the comprehension. We're taking these spiral downfalls with emotions and feelings rather than, you know, gradually moving up like we was talking about and graduating from our situations. So we got to stop allowing these people to play upon our emotions, but we also have to take self accountability as a people. So you was on point with that. I'm with you 110% on that, good brother.
Well, look, fellas, look at what it says here about how to deal with black fatigue. They give us 5 things coping with the racial battle fatigue. Okay, number 1, take a break. Number 2, also allow yourself for physical rest. 3, seek out support, whether from a trusted family, friend members, or professional.
That's crazy.
4, give yourself permission to leave spaces that you are not, that is not safe for you.
That's crazy.
Right. And number 5, I'm sorry for laughing because this is like a joke to me. Okay, number 5 is remind yourself that the problem we are facing today is not your fault. Those are the 5 ways to deal with black fatigue, y'all.
And that's why Sanchez hit the nail on what he just said about the conditions and growing up and stuff. And now we got to go back to the 6 degrees of separation I was talking about. That's this whole another arrow that was put into their bow with the 6 degrees of separation. Black fatigue is to get us to not have the 6 degrees of separation to work for us. Because you remember the first movie that had this 6 degrees of separation in it, it was a black man getting hit from behind, and that's who we know today is Will Smith. First, you gotta let him tuck you first. You gotta let him tuck you in first. You know what I'm saying? See, once you take the tucked in mentality, you see, then they gonna start pampering you. Well, it's not your fault. It's your mother's fault. It's your hood. You see how bad your neighborhood is when they're creating this monster. That's why we grew up in the projects. And I'm gonna land there.
Yo, bro, this sound like the new version to like the Willie Lynch letter. If you really look at the Willie Lynch letter and really break it down, it says just the same thing. It's like a new upgraded version.
Facts. You on point because what white man was named Willie in the first place?
Yeah, that's true. You don't see that shit.
Right.
A white man named Willie. Yeah, that's crazy, man. But you know,
my bad, bro.
nah, go ahead.
Nah, you got it.
Why
I was
y'all
just
putting twos in my chat though, real quick? Go ahead, man.
okay. Yeah, because I can hear you on my end, bro. I don't know if you muted on your side, but see, y'all getting it, man. This 6 degrees of separation. If you pull up what 6 degrees of separation mean, it's gonna blow you away. And then they came out with that movie with Will Smith. And then they came told us to stay 6 feet apart. That's why I was able to sync all this together. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, this is deep. Oh yeah, Sanchez, you got the screen shit.
Okay. Oh, let me. Oh, okay.
You can share it on this end, right? That's
Uh-huh.
60. Uh-huh.
Oh, you bringing up the definition? Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm like, wow, this is exactly what you said, Keith. So,
hold up
Oh
a
yeah, I
second.
did. Sir.
Hold up a second. Give me 1 minute. I'm pulling it up now. It says 6 degrees of separation is the theory that any two people on Earth are 6 or fewer acquaintance links apart. It suggests that everyone is connected through a chain of a friend within I've heard this before, within a maximum of 6 steps. I didn't know that this was called. This is familiar. I saw a YouTube video demonstrating this. This concept is often illustrated by the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon game, which demonstrates how actors can be linked through shared movie roles.
Right. And see, this was supposed to be something that was working in our favor, but we didn't have a written history. We had an oral history, which is now a mystery because we always running to a book. Then they tricked us. They tricked us in the subconscious and said, you want to hide something from a nigga, hide it in the book. So they got niggas out being slave catchers now. Man, go
Yeah.
in them books that it taking us further and further away from who we are while we running in the book trying to find who we are. See, it's like a dog chasing your ass, and then the dog chasing you, and you running like a motherfucker, and then you looking behind trying to see if the dog close to you. But as soon as you turn around, you run into a tree and get a big ass knot on your head, an apple, and the dog just come lick the knot on your head and go off wagging his tail. You like, damn, that motherfucker didn't even bite me. See how that work?
Yeah.
That's what's happening to us, man. Making this thing work against us when it's supposed to be working for us. We're supposed to be moving on the same accord. You see what I'm saying? But in fact, instead, they're casting spells. That's what this whole pandemic thing was about. They ain't doing nothing but casting spells because these people are witches and warlocks. And they're getting on the main stage waving their wands, which is their tongues, and they're speaking these things, and we're accepting them into our minds, and they're laying dormant in our subconscious. And this is what's creating the world around us. That's why we're in the situation we're in right now.
Yeah, this is good stuff right here.
It's deep, man.
Yeah, it
And the
is.
nigga history keep repeating itself. But nigga, you keep repeating history. You know how you go back to the future? Back to the future.
Every
See,
time we get to the future, we end up at the past. Facts,
yeah.
a loop in time. Like that's where we at right now with all this AI shit.
And speaking of AI, you seen the AI racist videos that they got online on TikTok?
Man, I've been telling folks AI is not the answer because the people that program AI put their bias into it, put their prejudice into it too. AI racist as hell. You go to Chat GPT and ask it, what is the least liked people on earth? I swear, go do that shit. AI racist as hell, man.
Hey, I wonder who they gonna say for real. It's
I'm about to do it right now.
It's between us and the small hats.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
AI got black fatigue like a motherfucker. See this shit? That's some bullshit.
Don't tell me AI got black fatigue too. They like, we tired of y'all programming us to sound like Samuel L. Jackson for your GPS.
What if AI made it? What if AI came up with that concept, black fatigue?
Oh, wow. Damn. We in number one, nigga. God damn. This is not right. This ain't right, man. This is crazy, bro.
Shit, man. I know the shit I be saying sound crazy sometimes, but the truth's stranger than fiction, bro.
Yo, watch this shit. You say black Africans, you know, that's like black people in, let me see. Or is this, or they saying this is, or what they just saying black people everywhere. Because they consider us people of African descent or darker skinned people. Damn, Chat GPT make me think is a little like, is that's crazy, bro. He ain't lying though.
Gypsies is number 2. Wow.
That's crazy. Like,
and the gypsy is a Jew. I told people that they fine. The gyp is the Jew.
Damn.
You a gypsy.
Damn, it's like people hate black people hate, but it's crazy that they would hate gypsies and black folks more than Jews, man.
Yeah, I know. I ain't gonna stunt. I'm a little offended by that.
That's crazy.
That's the trick. See, the gyp is the Jew. See, they shape shift, but we looking for these niggas to turn to a snake and all this shit. When all they do is
yeah,
into different people.
That's true.
They promote race mixing so they can make they self stronger. See, that's what the thing with Hitler was. When he was growing up as a baby, his grandfather and his father was dealing with the black Jews. So when he got old enough, he was steady sending money to them, steady promoting them when he got his inheritance. So they came to see him one day. He like, damn, they came and shit. So yeah, they out there, they waiting for you. And when they open up the gate, Hitler say, who the hell is these people? They say, oh, they the Jews. He went to burning them up. And they say, why you burning them up? He said, these motherfuckers ain't black, but they gonna be black before they leave this motherfucker today.
Oh man, we might can't leave this one up, nigga.
Rolling.
Oh shit. Damn, we can't leave it. Hold up, guess what, bro? I'm gonna have to take this video down and edit it and put it back up fucking with y'all.
God damn.
Hell no, I can't leave this shit up. Hell no.
It's coming.
Hey, Key, you better not leave your shit up after you said that. I'm telling you, your shit, you getting a strike. They might terminate you saying that.
Said you niggas want to be black so bad. You gonna hide.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Nah, we'll leave it up, man. You know.
Oh man, they gonna fuck with you.
Hey,
man.
that's the definition of vociferous.
You want to know who in charge? Look at who you can't criticize.
Yeah.
But just a disclaimer. That was a true story that I read. It wasn't coming from my mind or the mind of the channel. It was.
I'm gonna tell you, hey, bro, I've had strikes for saying less than that. I've had videos where I didn't even say nothing bad about the small hats. I just was saying how good Hitler's technology was. And they fucking take it wasn't even about no killing that, just the technology, Nazi German technology. Take that shit down out. So it ain't that you just can say bad about the J word, even if you speak good about the H man, they can take your shit down for
They
that.
said Sanchez, you said that nigga was raw. Fuck what you talking about. We taking your
Yeah,
shit down.
So
that's crazy.
let's switch the algorithm. Yo, Sanchez, I wanted to ask you this. You know about Genghis Khan? How they say like most of the population got his DNA or something, right?
Hell
I've
yeah, that
heard
nigga was
that
doing
theory
some
before.
fucking.
You know what I thought about? I said, wait a minute, hold on. He didn't have that much time to be. I mean, he probably did to be out here, busting off like that. I'm thinking on some incubator babies or like DNA. You get what I'm saying? Like how deep are they telling us what happened? Because they saying his DNA is in a lot of people. So I don't
Let's
know.
just take their theory for face value and kind of think of how that would work, right? So it's this image they give you of these powerful Caesars or whatever in their little palace. And in their palace, they got hundreds and hundreds of just concubines. These are like women who just want to be living in the palace with Caesar, living it up in luxury. And at any given moment, Caesar can just grab one and boom, there you go. Now, just think about this, right? What if every time that a man wanted to have sex, he ejaculated into a different woman? So if it's possible for a Caesar to be in a palace with a bunch of women on some Solomon shit, and he can probably impregnate all probably damn near 50 women in a year. In my theory, and I'm just guessing off the top of the dome, because for a man, you know, it ain't about he ain't running out. Let's just put it like that. But I'm just saying, like, for a woman, it'll be like, because with this theory, they always say, well, the woman can only be pregnant for 9 months at a time. But what if you got a fucking palace full of women? So the Genghis Khan theory, man, hey, I'm saying it probably can, a nigga can be so rich and powerful if all his life since a boy, when he first started going through puberty, he just getting these different concubines, just boom, 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 skeeting and everything, right? Is it possible that you
Damn.
can have, yeah.
He had a line for the kitty cat. Damn.
I mean, that's something that need to be explored. Can that be possible that one man can probably have so many damn kids that most of the world probably be linked to him somehow, a big percentage? That's crazy.
Pussy was like 12 or something, because you got to think of how many hard socks niggas be having under their bed. So
Fucking rolling.
Yeah, you funny as hell. Bro.
That nigga that crazy, man.
Yeah, it took me a minute
Oh
to
man.
process that.
Hey, bro said he didn't believe in beating his shit. He said, nigga, unless I'm feeling the yoni every time, ain't shit happening.
Yeah, hey.
yeah.
You really have a whole tribe like that if you ain't never jacking off. Just every time you ready, boom, hit a different one, boom, and a different one, and they all potent and they all fertile, and they when you breathe on them, they get pregnant. Man, you can probably have so many damn children, because look at how big families used to be back in the day with like 20 kids, and that was just one man and woman.
No, you're right. My grandfather had damn near 20 kids. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, my grandfather had 11.
Yeah, my great grandfather 27. You
My
know what I'm
grandma
saying?
That's crazy. See,
Wow.
That's why I got such a big family. Him and my great grandmother had 21, but he had 6 more. That's why they call us the E21 gang. But we ain't no gang. We just a family. You know what I'm saying?
hell
Wow.
yeah. That is amazing, man. He had an army, dog.
Facts.
Man, it's I know a family full of 18 to 20 kids that had like 10 kids each.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
mean I'm not even talking about on some nigga shit. I mean on some black excellence. They believed in having a lot of kids, and some of them got more than one woman, but they all got trades and good with their hands. Some of them doctors, lawyers, that type of thing. Like they was like a family of black excellence because of how they father sat them down as kids every week to like talk business with the men in their family. Like so they like it was one of those like to see that in real life was crazy.
But that's what don't get talked about or celebrated. They look at this stuff in the hood and all of the stuff
On
on
the
TV.
real. That's why I'd be like, and that's why I be trying to tell women, for the ones that don't know, because a lot of women do know and be trying to put other women on game, try not to get them epidurals, because that's why women used to be able to have that many kids, because they wasn't having them epidurals like that. Then it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Why you think 18 kids can come from one woman without them having, you
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying, umpteenth amount of miscarriages or
Yeah.
other things.
Bro, the birth
You know.
control was made for us, bro. The lady that made birth control specifically made it for us, bro.
Mm-hmm.
On the real.
This was always a Catholic plan to sterilize these poor communities, and they said they was doing you a favor because you could, you know what I'm saying, take care of all them babies. But the whole thing is that's messed up. I'm gonna show you what's crazy, right? Kellogg's created cereal for sterilization. Like you start looking up when these families started shrinking and when the fertility rate started getting low, it was when certain foods and shit started being introduced on some real shit.
Bro, y'all want to get deeper with this? You talk about Kellogg's with the Fruit Loops, bro. All that food coloring, that's what they talking about, making kids autistic or ADHD. So yeah, they know what they doing, bro.
They start putting neighbor to neighbor in the black communities. So all that food that was in the neighbor to neighbor box was fertilizing us, and we was just getting free food. That government cheese, uh, that government block of cheese. Ask the government why they don't eat government cheese, because that was for us. The cornflakes, the man, everything that was giving us, even milk.
Bro, you get deep with it. You go to like when you travel. I live in the city, but when you travel out the city and go to certain suburban areas, there's certain things that you won't see in the deli in the city that you will see in the suburban area because they're not gonna sell that. Well, you feel me? You're not gonna sell that stuff to their people. Man, this stuff out here like zebra cakes, oatmeal pies. You're not gonna see that in no white neighborhood.
Yeah, you gonna see
you go to a Mariano's and shit versus your motherfucking Aldi's or your goddamn Walmart. You definitely see the difference.
Even
it's
all
so
these
crazy because what's so crazy, man, in the South, you go to these little like corner stores and they always have a motherfucker cooking in all the corner stores, like they have 7-Eleven kind of, but it's different than because it's like they be having grandma home baked brownies and cookies and all kind
Literally,
of
bro.
red plates and shit. You know what I'm saying? All
Nah,
that in the gas
bullshit,
station.
bro.
Yeah.
It's like that's how it is in the hoods out here, like, right? Cause like even out here, like I'm 10 minutes away from the city out here in the suburbs, but the suburbs that I'm in ain't like the nice suburbs. They kind of like the nigga suburbs. So like you would go to like Robbins or some shit, which is like kind of some people consider the trenches, and they corner store. I have a motherfucker and they're cooking chicken wings. They have some Cheetos with cheese and shit like that, or and some taco meat, all different kind of shit in that little motherfucker or whatever that you just wouldn't be able to find at your average store unless you like in one of those areas.
Right, because you can go and get you like a zebra cake, but then you look up there and okay, this shit look like somebody baked this right here, and you can get that shit that's wrapped up in that plastic that look like some saran wrap.
But you want to go deeper with that? Why is there a chicken spot in every hood, bro? That when I was a teenager, I realized that. I said, wait a minute, something not right. You got a chicken spot on every corner in the ghetto, bro.
Not just that, my nigga. Out here, they got a motherfucking sharks in a gas station. I'm like, how the fuck you managed to do that? How did you get a chicken spot inside? Like, let me get 20 on pump 5 and let me get a 6-piece.
Hell yeah, with the fried green tomatoes. Hell yeah.
Oh God, I'm like, they ass wild.
But look,
chicken, beer, a real church, and a pawn shop in every hood, man. You got to look at the energy that's behind chicken, beer, pawn shops, and churches, man.
Look, yo, Sanchez, look
hey,
at the
no, he ain't lying. No, look, if you somewhere and you see a super gym pawn shop, get your ass up. Hello, let me stop, man.
Or you see like the little mini mall with everything. Yeah, hell yeah. But yo, but look, peep the synchronicity, Sanchez. All the chicken spots is called Crown Fried Chicken. Now think about that. Crown fried. They frying your crown chakra, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a mic drop right there. That's a hell of a.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though.
Because you got all these.
You got a
bunch of
now
Indian.
listen, we don't got Crown, we got Bojangles.
I'm rolling. Gee, stop. Cut it out. Shit
Hey,
that a
that
northern
made them
nigga, a
biscuits.
Midwestern nigga would never know.
Man, Bojangles chicken and biscuits, God. I
Like
don't
the
think it
fact
get
that
better than that.
I like the fact that I know what you saying is real. It's like it's hilarious because it's like a nigga think you just playing, but this shit dead ass. So hold up, he said shit, Bojangles,
All
nigga.
right.
That
All
shit
right.
good too.
That shit's so good.
But see, it's different out there because that's the South, and that's the South. I'm in the city, bro. We got. I'm not no racist or nothing, but you got a bunch of Indians cooking fried chicken, bro, in these chicken spots, bro.
Right. Hey, I'm in Texas right now. So I pull up to one of my favorite spots, Lisa's. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'm about to get some of this Lisa's. And bro looking crazy, like he whipped me up there. Nigga, it's Chinese people pop all in that motherfucker. So I'm like, damn, man, pass me some duck sauce with this shit. Fuck it, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That duck sauce go hard, boy.
What?
So I got a
don't know
question.
what's in that
I
shit.
got a question to this black fatigue. Was there black fatigue when Obama was in office?
Probably.
I mean, that's probably I ain't gonna even say that. That's probably why he put one day and put his pants on backwards.
I ain't gonna lie. Black fatigue probably was real high when Obama was in office because niggas thought they was the shit. You can tell niggas shit when a black president was in office.
What's that song? Who came up
And
with
as
that
soon
song?
as that nigga
Jeezy.
fell, niggas was like, he ain't even black for real.
Right. Then Jeezy dropped my
My
president
president
is
is black.
black.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
Lambo's
man.
blue. Yeah, that shit.
Some, and you
Yeah,
some,
now
I
these
forgot that
goddamn
shit.
and
That
my
was
rims ain't too.
too, yeah. That nigga there was going hard.
He
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
even wear jeans the proper way. I said, nah, he got them bitches on backwards because he like to feel a butt rubbing up against his nuts. That boy got them gay eyes, man. You gotta watch Obama, man. Something ain't right down there, man.
Oh man. You know what they said about Michelle, but you know,
Yep.
I
They be like
I
Michael.
don't go for all that though.
They call Michelle Michael on phone number, but I mean shit, it is what it is.
What y'all think, man?
They got
You on
some it's some striking evidence against that. Or in that defense, but I can't call it. But shit, I say because these days it be certain motherfuckers that think everybody is the opposite. All the guys is girls, all the girls. I don't get into all of that extra shit, but
yeah.
no, there are motherfuckers right that's just the other gender that's posing like the other. That exists, but at a certain point, people get excessive with it.
Yeah. Niggas be like Jay-Z a woman, Beyonce a
Right,
man.
right. It's
Wait,
like, all right, bro. It's like,
you
come
heard
on. Man.
what's his name? Orlando Brown, right? He said what? Bow Wow was Michael, whatever was somebody else. Bow Wow was Michael Jackson, or
Oh no, they say
Man,
Bow
I
Wow
ain't
was Lil Mama or something, and then
yeah, Bow Wow, Little Mama.
yeah,
I
then
ain't
they
gonna
was
hold you,
fucking
man, on that Michelle Obama tip, man. Somebody did a compilation, man, where they was showing her meat and all them dresses, man. It looked like she got a meat, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Ah
I'm wrong.
man, this is
Like
And
bro,
that.
see,
come on.
the lady said that, and they, she ain't here no more. What's her name?
Oh yeah, Joan River or something like that.
She said
Joan
She
that
Rivers.
she had a stroke or something, man. Took her out right after
Hey,
she
yeah, she
said,
was going hard on that shit. Whole
yeah.
time she was on that
bro, you
ass.
mean to tell me these guys got pictures of Michelle Obama and they done got a red circle around her crotch area?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
and like a bunch of little, and every time
They
she
said,
showed
nigga,
up,
that's
somebody
banging
did a
lane.
whole video where they would find little compilations. Yeah, it's
This is
weird, man, but it's
mad
on.
wild.
Yeah,
But you know what I be thinking though, y'all? I know it's gonna be funny a little bit, but it's like
That shit crazy.
niggas be talking about they get confused and all that and they don't know and all that type of shit. Y'all know just like I know, a woman's sweat and a man's sweat smell different. if we in the club with a motherfucker, nigga, a nigga with some balls, nigga, I don't give a fuck what kind of dress he throw on, what kind of perfume, that ball sweat and whatever else got going on and shit like that, nigga. A man smell like a man, bottom line. If you can't tell from the sweat, then you're not being honest with yourself. Because women smell different than we do.
Yeah, WNBA game smell different than an NBA game.
Period. It's like they got their own kind of musty. And if it don't smell like woman kind of musty, if you don't know what pussy smell like, my nigga, it's like, yeah, your ass know what you going for, G. Ask that motherfucker to dance. Ask her to dance till her ass get hot.
Listen, man, but this technology, man, is scary nowadays, man. Today, I don't want to say that, but today was a certain day, but see a lot of stuff, man. To my father's like just surgeries and stuff, bro. Like,
Oh yeah, nah, for sure, for sure. These
so,
motherfuckers out here.
and I'm talking about people spending 20,000, 50,000 on these surgeries.
Now this is what I'm saying, right? That's why I just made that point, bro. I'm like, now they can spend 20,000 to get a fake coochie and everything. But if they sweat and that sweat smell like a nigga, don't do it. It's like they can't change their sweat glands, my nigga.
Nah, you
But
right.
see, just because Jay-Z looked like the lady that clothes at church's chicken every night and she got a mustache, don't make Jay-Z a woman, man. Quit playing with me.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But
He
this
just
crazy.
ugly. It's okay.
Hey, shout out to all of the channel members, man. Salutes to y'all on my side. I appreciate y'all.
Salutes to everybody, man. It's been a fire build, you know. Throughout the comedy, man, there were a lot of jewels and there are a lot of concepts that we need to start intaking. You know, if y'all listen to this stream, man, it's a lot of jewels in this stream as far as us what's next for us, what's next for us type of thing. Is T Riggles on the panel, man, still, or did he drop out? Oh yeah, he might have had to do
Hey,
something.
I gotta drop off myself for a minute, but I may hop back on just for I ain't gonna be on my side, but if you still on your side, I'm gonna hop back on. Is you still live on your side, man? I can send the people over there. Or
Still live. I'm still live, man. We can stay on until you get through, bro. You know, because we having a fire build, and I'm gonna switch the title up a little bit so we can kind of just have an open power panel build, man. And salutes to everybody.
Hey, make sure y'all go to Key Norfolk channel. Go over there real quick, man. He gonna keep the stream going, and I'm gonna hop back on over there later, y'all. So go over there to Key channel, to Key Norfolk channel. Somebody, let me drop the link for him real quick before I get off of here. Yeah. Salutes to everybody. I got to step off for 1 second.
Okay, bro. If you need me to resend you the link, just let me know.
No, I'm finna put the link to your show in my chat before I get out of here. Yeah, y'all go to this link real quick, man. And salutes to everybody. Peace and much love, yo.
Peace and power, bro.
You already know.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Bro, you was making that you know, connection to, you know, the crown, man. When you said that, man, that crown chicken. You want to expound on that, man? Go a little deeper. That was crazy, right there.
Frying your crown is crazy.
Oh nah, because look, I live in New York, bro. So that's the name of the you can look it up on Google. Just type in
Shout
Crown
out
Fried
to the
Chicken.
York.
Yeah, shout out to the city, man. Yo, you can look it up, Crown Fried Chicken. But I always thought, I'm just like, damn, man, it's a chicken spot literally every other block in the city.
Hey, is that shit good though?
I ain't gonna front it is though.
Damn, bro.
Nah,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Nah,
That
but
whole time, I'm a chicken connoisseur, unfortunately. Know it's terrible. Understand that. You know, going through my battle with my struggle. We're gonna get there. But I will say, when I hit New York, we'll be seeing what's to it, not gonna lie.
Nah, the only reason I brought that up is because after I seen they clone Tyrone and with that chicken scene,
yeah,
I don't know. That just made me think because I'm just like Crown Fried Chicken.
Yeah. You know what was the first thing that made me think about that? You remember Undercover Brother when we were shorties?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like shit when they had the Colonel's fried chicken and shit, and everybody was tweaking in that bitch.
Yeah, same thing. Not type in crown fried. Oh yeah.
See it
Bro,
right here.
bro, there's so many locations for that.
Bro, then it's red and white too, bro. Oh man, this is crazy. Okay, so you right. So the red and white is the man, that
They
white
trying to
light is
put your crown to your root.
your root, man. Hey, man, spot on, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. That I don't know, bro. I used to eat, I used to eat that stuff, man. But after a while, I'm just like, nah, man, it ain't healthy. And then again, what I told you, who's cooking it? You feel me? I don't know if you remember what I said, but I'm not eating that stuff, man. It ain't healthy. Like, why is there a chicken spot literally every corner? Come
Oh
on.
God, bro. That's what I be saying out here, G. That's how sharks be out in this bitch, G.
So I want to ask y'all something, man. So we know what's going on, man. We know with this chicken, we said it earlier, these chicken, these liquor stores, even with the whole they clone Tyrone thing. And so how do y'all feel about
What it
the
is?
the entertainers and stuff who are taking a route? Because like myself, I may like have like some, it's not so much as people in the industry, but known people who I may have on my show, but I kind of want to use that to be able to get little messages in, because that's the way it's got to be done. How y'all feel about that? Because I heard some people say our people are on the internet. You know what I'm saying? How would you doing saving our people if our people on the internet, and not making an implication of Jesus being real or fake, but you would kind of have to go in the streets to save the so-called sinners? Would that make sense to y'all? How y'all feel about that?
Yeah, it's like you saying the things or the places and the people that need the saving the most is in the streets, even though those seem to be the most damn, which be the conflict of interest. It's like then a lot of the time the streets eat you up. So it's like, what do you find the fine line between being able to help out just enough to make the streets improve versus, not getting too close so that way you don't get swallowed up bad.
Facts. Facts. Because a lot of people will just take things surface level. They won't look at the underlying message what a person's trying to do. Like take 607 for instance. Now, it's a lot of things that he do, that's his method to his that's his madness to his method. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I wouldn't take that same approach. I gotta be like, damn, but we going to the same destination though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I would,
So
I would, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I
what you
would
think?
agree. It's like I definitely felt like it's different ways to go about getting to the same thing. Even like Charleston White, right? I don't agree with everything Charleston White be saying and how he be moving and this and that, but using that and then getting a platform to make the money that he get to be able to give to the shorties that he give to and all of that type of shit, the work that he do for the kids, I salute that. But it's like it's kind of just like everybody that figured out in today's age, because it's an internet era, you got to play on it, and sometimes people don't understand in which context certain people are being on the internet. Certain people are being on the internet from a reality standpoint, and others are being on the internet from a character standpoint. You got to be able to decipher or pay attention to see who tells you they what. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's
Now,
just like,
one thing I agree with he did. Well, I can't say I didn't agree with it. I'm just like, damn, nigga, you braided a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The shit that he did on No Jumper. And I know when he went to Chicago, his whole thing was trying to push peace and bring them together, make
are you talking
everybody
about
laugh.
607, huh?
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
Cali didn't take it the same way Chicago did. That's why I gotta say, One Love. to the motherland of the nation. You know what I'm saying? If you hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, for
Cause
sure.
because you know the real react in a real way. I think shit more cowboys and Indians on the West Coast. That's why they was like,
That's
fuck that
because
people.
it's like you'll be surprised. Like the difference between us and them, we
Yeah,
don't want the same kind of clout that they want. Like,
right,
this one, and it's no disrespect to whatever, right? Because every city want their different type of clout, right? I ain't saying
right,
Chicago niggas don't want they clout, not clout, but the shit different because Chicago niggas will look at a nigga like 607 Unc like, okay, you one of them old heads and you saying all this, funny street shit, that's your character, just like we'll look at a Charleston White. But unless like you really dissing us like that personally or some of our cliques and crews and shit like that, you good, G. It's like, you know what I'm saying, move on what you doing, shorty. That's how these little niggas is gonna treat the shit. Versus Cali, it's like they real big on pushing the line and where you from with the shit. You see what I'm saying? And check in shit, and then okay, I'm set tripping, nigga. I'm tripping. You see what I'm saying? Shit like that. Motherfuckers be on that I'm tripping shit, and it'd be like, okay, that part is what for his type of character might make it more difficult for him to like move around there because he's saying shit like I'm Crip and I'm Blood. I'm Blood and I'm Crip. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now, we know out in Cali, they ain't never been no blood and crip shit together.
right,
Granted. But when he say, I'm GDBD Vice Lord, you can remember a time in history if you really know your shit from when that shit was together.
right.
A lot of they leaders actually moved together and was homies. So that's different. And that's why here, you ain't finna see motherfuckers tripping the same orifice because of what our history is different than to other place natively.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
like it's like now I'll say that's what I respect about our shit over here, but what I respect about they shit over there, they got more OGs than we do that still can get a certain amount of respect that's different here. Like you can't get the same amount of respect here as OGs for the most part and get into these young niggas affairs like you can out there. Like motherfuckers that can still like call motherfuckers and be like, all right, we finna shut this shit down because OG so and so said so. It's like out there you can see more of that, and the motherfuckers be like, all right, so and so know so and so, he know whoever, whatever, and they can make the calls to make that shit happen. It's like out here shit be happening so quick because motherfuckers don't got no chain of command and no respect because motherfuckers then lost their leadership back in like the 90s and shit. It's like just the moment something happened, it be there. It be that. And it's like motherfuckers ain't trying to hear nothing nobody older trying to say, nobody younger trying to say. Motherfuckers gonna do what they gonna do.
That's because they got
Right.
order over there. You right though. My bad.
Right. And that's what I'm saying, G. I respect they order over there. Like motherfuckers got a little bit more order about they self. Like they got more structure. I'll put it that way. They got more structure in Cali currently than Chicago got.
Now, can y'all see the black fatigue with the gang shit? Now, do you
Very
all
much
think we?
so. Because now the black fatigue with the gang shit is it'd be one thing if this was like the gangs of the past where there's laws to this shit, there's structure, and ain't no killing women and children and old people and shit like that. Unless, or civilians. You feel what I'm saying? Unless it's just other motherfuckers that's in the game doing they dirt. It's like if it was that type of game, then motherfuckers could respect it or whatever, at least to some degree. If motherfuckers was giving back to their communities and really putting some protection down, but it ain't shit happening but the bullshit. And everybody, kids and granddaddies and mamas is paying behind this shit and daughters. So it's just like, yeah, niggas is fatigued with that shit because you niggas don't even have structure with it no more. Like, we might as well call it what it is. That ain't even really gang banging no more. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever that is. It's just a whole
It's
bunch
free
of
for
niggas
us.
on some,
It's like a free
on
for
some
all on some Call of Duty. Everybody.
right. These niggas on some pirate shit. You know what I'm saying? Some thuggy shit. Like the Indians say, the Dravidians, you know what I'm saying? They the thuggies. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers out here just thugging.
Right. And see, there's been a 6 degrees of separation that's been put down even on the gang shit. because they made they when I did their stream, it could have been 2 or 3 years ago. The youngsters versus the OGs, you know what I'm saying, type stream I did, that was implemented, to make the OGs look stupid or make them look worthless, like they wasn't nothing. Then all these young fellas who they've been left with, their fathers and their uncles and stuff in prison. Remember, they was doing them big sweeps on the gangs
Hell
back
yeah.
then. Now they ain't doing big sweeps on the gangs. They only doing sweeps on rappers and immigrants. They leaving
Niggas
all
be
these there to shoot each other up. They ain't going to jail for these shootings. They shooting each other up. They only locking up gangsters who rap about something that they can make a connection with, because they already mad at them about something, but they
and it's
ain't want
easier. It's
to.
easier to follow the rappers who sitting there confessing to their fucking murders for you on live and on songs than
Right.
when you have to actually do police work with niggas who ain't talking about it.
Facts.
If I
And,
gotta choose which case I want to do I want to choose the motherfucker that's telling on himself and doing my work for me, or these motherfuckers that ain't saying shit?
facts. Big
I'm gonna.
facts, bro. And yeah, I ain't know if you wanted to come in, Wisdom, Jay, either one of y'all, man. Y'all got anything? I'm gonna put open panel build on this, man. So we can kind of go wherever the mind and the heart take us, man. Salutes to everybody out there. Much love and respect. Hey, JJ, salutes to you, kinfolk. Much love and respect. I appreciate you. Salutes to everybody, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Please like, share, subscribe. And if y'all want to jump on the panel with us, salute. We're gonna keep this thing rocking till Sanchez come back. Yeah, y'all got it.
Yo, peace to the channel, to the chat, man. I don't know, man. I'm still thinking about this black fatigue, man, because what you said earlier about the specifically is being targeted to us, the blacks, the black Americans. But when you go deeper with it, it's like, yo, the stuff with Trump doing to my, he trying to, you seen what he talking about? Oh, he's trying to deport criminals, not even immigrants. He's talking about criminals. Like, we're trying to get rid of criminals, but who labeled the criminals?
My thing
Facts.
is right. It's like when it comes to the black fatigue that we got as black people, it only really boiled down to two things. We just have fatigue with us killing ourselves or killing each other. And it was one more thing that I had just thought of. Damn, it slipped my head. It's like killing each other and not taking accountability. If black people can stop killing each other and then take accountability, we can build ourselves up really tough.
Hey, that was a good point, Q. And I'm with you on that. If we can stop killing each other, take accountability, and treat each other better, meet each other where we are, since we already know we are. See, we got wounds so bad that that's what make it hard for a black man to trust the next black man. So if we can understand that that's our issue and that's our problem, and we can start to, have a certain love for each other. You remember when, man, we used to walk down the street and you see somebody, remember we used to at least give each other the head nod? It went
Yep.
from the head nod to the blank stare to the not looking at each other to the now the meme. You see what I'm saying? Because now they got their gun. See, there's an inversion happening, and there's a transference of energy happening. That's because there's a spell being casted, and
It's
it's
like,
coming. Oh yeah, go ahead, brother. I don't want to cut you off.
nah, I cut you up. Go ahead, bro.
Oh no. Go ahead, bro. You got it. I want to hear. I wanna hear
Nah,
your thoughts.
it's like everybody running around like Bishop and Juice.
Yep.
That's how their
Facts.
mentality is. They just on some like, they know they crazy and don't even care though. If you gotta at least acknowledge it. No, I'm not saying they know, but you get what I'm saying. It's just they wilding out, bro. It's just weird, bro.
Yeah, it's like the vibe now is be ready to crash out on the motherfucker at any moment because motherfuckers might tweak with you and might take it up there.
Matter of fact, you're right, but it's to a point where it's like you could crash out, but what's your reason for crashing out? You could just
Exactly.
crash.
And
You just
that's
crashing out is to crash out.
right. It's like a lot of people don't understand crashing out just to crash out is a waste of time and energy because then you're just gonna be back to square one, no matter how you slice it, death of life, you know?
Nah, you're right. That's 360 degrees. So you're
It's
right.
like I tell people all the time, suicide ain't no way out. You kill yourself, you don't just get to end, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You will be back in this bitch repeating some shit.
And then I see in the chat where somebody said that tell on everybody, but I don't even agree to that either. I think we should have strong enough men and we should have strong enough order as a people to where we discipline our own. I don't believe in turning our motherfucking people over to no fucking prison system. That ain't helping us either. That's
I
hurting us
agree.
too. You know why?
Yeah.
Because plus they get, the more money they get to make, and then another one of us we lose. We should be taking this nigga down in the basement or something.
Nah, no
Depending on
cap. No cap. It should be look. Now we know Raheem then shot out the block the other night. Now we gotta hold you responsible, Raheem. We ain't gonna let you slide for that. We ain't gonna be scared of you. Whole neighborhood know you did it. You gonna have to confess up and then go ahead and let us deal out that punishment you know you deserve. You done shot at
right.
Miss Mary house because you done got into it with Terrence, and you know what I'm saying? That ain't right. It's
Yeah,
like
they
until we start handling shit for real like that, ain't shit gonna change, bro.
change. We're gonna have a school to prison pipeline, and then we're gonna have people who done got institutionalized and they ain't gonna be able to break it. But I bet if you touch a little kid, and I bet once we start chopping your shit off and you ain't got nothing but balls left, then I bet the little kids will be safe.
On God. It's like
I bet
capital
the
punishment. They be trying to
little
say that shit ain't a deterrent. I be like, yes, the fuck it is. If you a thief and you around thieves, but you around other thieves that got no fucking hands or no fucking fingers, it'll
right.
make you think a little bit twice about that next heist, my nigga. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah,
Especially in
yeah.
2025 when the camera's everywhere.
Yeah, because these cowards are touching children and they go to prison and they still standing over a toilet pissing in it. No, hell no, boy, you gonna need to change that bag on you.
On
Fucking with me.
God.
Yeah,
On
your shit
God.
come. You ain't gonna use that motherfucker no more.
On
I
God.
guarantee you, we gonna solve the problem. So it ain't what we're doing, it's how we doing it. So
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna tell somebody the other day. The chick said, "Oh, I'm telling on this dude, he's selling drugs and he killing people." And I said, "Well, damn, why are you mad at him?" "Well, he did some other fucked up shit too." "Okay, now you biased. So you trying to get him to follow your biasness. You ain't telling on him because he a drug dealer, because you sucking a drug dealer's dick that you want to ride in his car too. See how this works."
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
This shit is crazy. So if you're a struggling drug dealer or if you're a drug dealer who too gangster, it's levels to this shit with the black fatigue. You see what I'm saying? So
Yep.
so 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 now, Gnostic, I agree with what you said. Then you gonna tell on one and tell on all the motherfuckers. But see, I don't believe in telling on them and handing them over to the fucking white man, because he finna make $33,000 a year off each one of these motherfuckers. And most of these niggas ain't getting no less than 10 years. So their organization is making 300 some $1,000
My
off the
thing
black.
is they got a whole different incentive for niggas being locked up, which is why it's not wise to just hand a nigga over to the white folks. So it's like they don't give a fuck if you did or didn't, nigga. They just saying we're trying to get a bottom dollar out of this.
Right. Just bring us a nigga. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Period. Just bring us a nigga. God damn it. Did he
Fuck
do
with it.
it? Don't matter.
Just bring us a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that's where I'm at with it. And, I think that, we shouldn't even let them fuck with our people anyway, because that shows weakness. That shows that we can't put order in our own household. That's why these motherfuckers keep telling our women to get their own household. Because they like, see, that's the thing see, we're not looking at the we're not using gematria and all this shit. We talk this shit on these pedals, but we ain't using this shit to people to make something message they putting out. Now, Juneteenth is in Pride Month, and then Juneteenth and Pride Month is the same, and then Black History Month is the birthday of the history of Pride Month. So my thing with Juneteenth was, man, they think we some pussy ass niggas, and you niggas was out there celebrating, man. I don't
On the
like that
real.
shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they basically saying, look, this is the day where we said, oh yeah, we've been freed y'all or whatever, but yeah, we just not gonna just re-release the shit that we did because we've been getting away with some extra bullshit, even though we're not
Right.
gonna pay you. Still.
And then these stupid ass niggas down in Galveston, Texas, stayed slaves for 2 more years longer than everybody else, they ain't want to listen to them motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? These
Well, they said,
motherfuckers
nah, nigga, y'all free for real. And
are
that shit
free.
is like, well, shit, nigga, if y'all gonna keep doing the work, fuck it.
Fuck it. Y'all want to stay free, stay free. But now we celebrate some stupid motherfuckers. Why don't we not celebrate Juneteenth? And why don't we actually celebrate the motherfuckers who for being intelligent who was free 2 years earlier? Why would we celebrate this?
Right.
See, all this type of shit is telling the people how ignorant we are.
Man,
They say, I can't comprehend shit, man. They still celebrating they hopeless victory. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that's why I be like, one of my coworkers, G, is like, you know, white dude or whatever. He like said Happy Juneteenth to me in a message. And it's like, I started to tell him, like, no, I wasn't gonna get on his ass. And it's not somebody I really fuck with like that, but I don't like dislike the motherfucker. But I started to be like, real motherfucking black people that really understand our true history don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Facts, bro.
Don't do that. You see what I'm saying? The happy Juneteenth. It almost be like, what the fuck is you trying to say? What does that mean? What do I want to do with that? What do I get for that, my nigga?
That's like somebody saying Happy Black History Month.
Wait, you gonna give me a present for it, nigga? You got some dollars to drop for this shit? Like, I get a tip for this shit? Like, no, nigga. It's like, so if I don't get nothing for it, what you telling me happy for? What the fuck is that to be happy about? My people still at the goddamn bottom of all of this shit. Y'all talking about y'all got the most fatigued than ever, and y'all still don't want to leave this bitch, but you want to tell me happy something. It's like, no, I'm not happy.
Down the algorithm. See, everybody following the algorithm. They say follow the algorithm, you'll get rich. You don't know what the algorithm is? See, I'm gonna bring up what the algorithm is. You know what gory mean, right? See, when you watching a horror movie on TV, it say it's smoking in it, it's nudity, gore. You know, gore, evil shit.
Right.
Backwards shit, upside down shit. And al mean of or from. So we dancing to the rhythm of the evil shit. That's what algorithm is. That's why we dancing with the devil. So niggas get mad at me for saying fuck Juneteenth. Oh yeah.
I mean, shit, let
I'm
them
sorry.
get mad. Like I said, shit, fuck it, nigga. How about that? You want to impress me with something? Give us something for Juneteenth, nigga. Say on Juneteenth, niggas eat free everywhere. On Juneteenth, niggas ain't got to pay their motherfucking light bill today. On Juneteenth, you know what I'm saying? We give out subsidies. Motherfuckers come get a special car deal and shit. No credit check on Juneteenth. It's like you're not giving niggas shit for this shit, but just saying happy. It's like, no, we're not happy, nigga. It's gonna be
Hold
happy to go.
Oh no, go ahead, bro. You got it. That was a neighbor. Go ahead, you got it, bro. I'm gonna have to mute real quick. I gotta just do a favor for somebody.
That's like shit. We don't say happy St. Patrick's Day and shit and all that shit. Just let y'all have y'all day and just, you know what I'm saying, do what y'all do.
Yeah, it's definitely games they playing on the mind.
For sure. My thing is, I just hate the niggas that play into it. You know, get to wearing the t-shirts and all that shit. Making the post.
Because they just going along with the script. So
Yeah,
it's the prompt.
And then gonna look at you crazy when you like you don't think this shit looks, feels, or sounds retarded. Now all of a sudden you the Grinch. Cause you tired of some stupid shit. You tired of motherfuckers looking at us like some clowns. And now all of a sudden, you the Grinch.
Oh.
It's like, don't y'all get it? They laughing at us, you dumb son of a bitch.
Okay. That was my neighbor. I thought she was yelling at me because I was loud, but she said she needed 100 on Cash App so she could feed the kids. So we good. And I wasn't causing no issue, man. So yeah, I got a little scared. I'm in this neighborhood over here, man, and it's been a lot of I'm in the middle of a war zone and shit. So, you
Damn.
gotta be careful outside at night and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, I'm following them. Sure.
Yeah, cause I almost got hit 2 times.
Damn.
Um, yeah, I'm spiritually aware. Yeah, like
There's some young niggas into it over there.
yeah, bro. So I'm walking. I said, shit, I've been exercising and shit. I said, man, let me shoot to the store. So I shot over to the store, and then shit, I'm on my way back. I heard the shots, but I'm like, damn, let me go and get back across this road. So the cop pulled up to me and said, hey man, you heard them shots? My spirit told me, nah. I said, nah, I ain't heard shit. They like, you sure, man? It was a lot of shots and shit. I said, bro, I'm sure. I'm listening to music. I just came from the store. I ain't heard shit. They drove off. But I know if I would have said, yeah, they would have laid me down. So last night,
Damn.
I just stepped out of the parking lot last night, and I'm just on my phone, and I don't want to be loud next to the building. So I wasn't going nowhere. I was just walking away from the building. A car just kept pulling up, stopping on me. I looked in the windows. Some told me to check the back seat. It was like 4 cell phones lit up in the back seat. I said, damn, that bitch full. So they blocked me in with the truck. So I said, fuck, I ain't finna run and nothing. Shit, I'm just gonna stand my ground. A car pulled up behind them, so they ain't want no witness, so they drove off. There was 2 times shit happened to me. Then my first day here, you know, it was like 17 went off, and then everybody took off and shit. So shit, I'm from the hood, so shit, I just kept doing what I'm doing. I just kept on dancing. Shit, I was dancing like everybody else was running, like shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, you in
saying?
Galveston?
I'm in Forward right now.
Oh yeah, you in Charleston White in them hometown.
Oh yeah, I'm right here. Well, everybody right here, man.
Got a classy lady and shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
hmm
I gotta go up there and holler at pops and shit on phone them. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, so when she said something, I was like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be quiet, because all the youngsters who live over here, they don't even be outside at night. So it's usually quiet. I'm usually the only person outside. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't did shit. But at the same time, too, if somebody hitting at this hood, they don't give a fuck who they see when they come to get some get back, as long as they get one. It's a
Right,
numbers game. It don't matter the name, it's a numbers game. You feel me?
right.
Yeah, so yeah, I apologize, y'all, but shit, I just had to get aware, you know what I'm saying, and pay attention real quick, shit, you know what I'm
Get
saying?
that shit on phone them.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, man, but that's crazy, that's the fatigue we should be having. You feel me? you know,
Real.
Yeah, shouldn't have to be going through that, bro. That's
everything good. All right, yeah, that's the fatigue we should be having. You know, you know, I got fatigue of us not loving each other. I got fatigue of us not building with each other. I got fatigue of our people having to go beat uh suckers and jivers for the white man. Why the fuck we can't all come together and build our own networks and arenas? See what I'm saying? We know our entertainment gonna sell. Now we talking about making a major power move. Every rich entertainer should be breaking off, building a so-called Black Wall Street for the entertainment business. And now all the next up and coming entertainers should only be dealing with us. Cause they gonna be their entertainment anyway. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's a power move.
Yep. It's like if we cut their ability off to manage us or to control us monetarily or to have binding, a hold on our contracts and stuff like that. If they have no business dealings with us it's us and for us by us, that'll hurt that'll hit them where it hurt. But they I feel like they'll die before they let that shit happen. That's to them, they'll take that as a war move.
Right. Then they'll be trying to Jim Jones eyes. Then, you know what I'm saying?
Folks that have motherfuckers drinking the Kool-Aid around this bitch.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got me out here. White man made today. Yeah, I don't even really look at, concepts of time, all type vidiots gonna come out exposing them. Oh yeah, that's a fact. Shout out my brother Big Dog Philly OG. Much love and respect, my brother Big Dog Philly OG.
Oh yeah,
Salutes
Big
to you.
Dog Philly was cracking, Foski.
Yeah, if y'all feel like joining the panel, man, I was just gonna keep this bitch open till Sanchez came back, man.
Damn, they was trying to roll up again, shit. Cutting
We
leaf
talk some true shit, man. We keep this bitch rocking. That's why I was gonna change it to an open power panel, because I feel like the brother that's up here ain't gonna say nothing but nothing powerful anyway. So shit, we can keep it moving, keep it grooving. Now you heard with them have you seen the video with the dude from the Hoovers called and said, after the Charles and White shit?
You said
I mean after the shit.
You said after 607 shit?
Yeah, he said so it's a lot of Hoover Crip talking shit. And
I
then
mean,
the
nah, because Buddy he got into it with was from the 40s.
Yeah, but see, people get Crip and Hoover mixed up. Then all across the country, people saying Hoover Crip, but the Hoover say, "Nigga, ain't no such thing as HCG. Ain't no such thing as Hoover Crip gang. So if you Hoover Crip talking shit, we gonna make you cut that shit off your body or get it covered up too." You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro.
Right. you know. This shit crazy, man. So we gotta look at this. It's always two sides to every story. You know what I'm saying? There's always two different ways to you know, always two different ways to look at things. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the Masonic know. And this is why we always be like the color of law. But it's just based off the English word spell anyway. It's two sides to it. You can use it. Just like when they say, I'm praying for you. I say, I don't need nobody praying for me. You pray on a situation. Because whatever you praying on is the kill. The hunt is on.
Right.
So when somebody sneeze around me, I heard people say, bless you. No, don't be less you. Be less that sneeze. You see, you get it? See, we don't comprehend shit. Yeah, be less that sneeze. Don't be less yourself. Be less that sneeze. See, we casting spells upon our own self. Your tongue is a wand. And see, a lot of people do witchcraft. You ever had an idea? You was like, hey man, you know what? Man, I know what I'm gonna do. Man, I'm gonna go buy a whole bunch of products, man. And shit, I'm gonna give me some shaved ice. I got this machine. I'm gonna get the little Kool-Aid shit, and I'm gonna sit up and get me a shaved ice stand. And somebody be like, man, this shit ain't gonna work. That's a fucking witch. And they don't even know it. They casting a spell on your motherfucking ass.
On the real. Like I said, that negative talking.
Yep.
Even with good morning.
Yeah, no, good morning. Good morning. So you having a good morning. You finna mourn a day. You finna have a good day of morning today. You see what I'm saying? See,
Right.
motherfuckers can't comprehend the shit they be saying. And just don't be doing that but lying, gossiping, and casting fucking spells. These witches ain't nothing but bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
We been talking that shit. Let me stop. You know they supposed to kill Jesus, right?
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man. This shit get heavy.
This shit get heavy and hectic. For sure, for sure.
On the spot. Yeah. People do that shit all the time. And but the whisperer. See, people forget, and a lot of people say, God told me this, or God said it, because they hear this sweet whisper in their ear. But God don't fucking whisper, because he ain't got shit to hide. The truth ain't got to hide. God sound like thunder and lightning. See what I'm saying? And people say, oh, that's the devil. He loud. Ooh, let me get away from him. No, that's a motherfucker speaking the truth, because they ain't trying to whisper. See, motherfucker forget that the so-called devil in the analogy of this energy was being put out. This motherfucker got the best voice in the world. Don't you know it was a chief musician? The devil ain't motherfucking ugly and big and red with horns on his head. The devil wear Prada. Did you hear what I said? See, it's that beautiful woman that you want to fuck, or that little girl want to grow up and be just like. This is why we get tricked and right in plain sight.
That's
You
the
feel
lady
me?
in the red dress that they showed.
Yeah, that's it, man. You feel what I'm saying? This shit
Hell
get
yeah.
deep.
Dropping a little game on the ground for the hungry hounds. I figured do it.
Yeah, man. So if we can just get our mind right, you know what I'm saying, and then get our grind right, man, we gonna shine right. But if we keep dancing to the algorithm and we don't know the person who's singing the tune, man, it's gonna be fucked up. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull this word out. I wanna pull this up for the people. I wanna break this algorithm down. I've been saying it, but I wanna show it. So the meaning of owl, right? Let me pull this up. The meaning of owl. All right. Owl. The meaning of owl. Variant spelling of abbreviation. What is owl short for? Nah, they giving me names, nicknames. You got to keep going. Chemical symbol for aluminum.
But that's alchemy.
Yeah, alchemy. Yep. Now, yeah. Now, see, that's got a correlation to it. Okay, so we can use alchemy because it can be synced to. So gore's meaning, right? Let me turn my light on. Y'all know I'm blind. Now, let me stop. So gore, blood that has been shed, especially as a result of violence. The alchemy of the blood that has been shed is music. Ooh, blood, evilness, gore, third person gores, past tense gore of an animal such as a bull, sacrificing. The bull is the lamb. We're going deep. And then we know what rhythm mean to music. You know what I'm saying? So nowadays they got us all going to the algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I ain't gonna front, bro. I'm fried. I don't know why. I just thought about the name Al Gore.
Yeah, Al Gore for
Funny as
president.
hell.
Yeah, yeah, Al Gore for president. See, I got some shorts on my
Hey,
stream.
Al Gore rhythm. That's funny.
Yeah, the algorithm, man. Yeah, that's what I've been breaking down on my shorts and shit. But I said shit, it'll come to them later. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers want to know where I get it from. Nigga, I got it. I got it from me. I use fucking etymology, syncretism. Why would we keep saying that we studying this shit and we ain't using it? You see what I'm saying?
Nah, fact.
And that's what they want to do. Now, think about this too. Now, the Jesus of the Bible, right? Jesus of the Bible, he got a ring on his fucking head. Now, look at the double-edged sword with this. Now, the ring in his head supposed to be illumination of light, which means his head is filled. But also, what has a ring around it? Saturn. We all know Saturn is Satan. And what do they say about the Bible? It's an allegory of the story. Al Gore.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So these niggas who talking like this, that's why I said, man, I better quit talking in these parables, man. They supposed to kill Jesus. And then T Wriggles, we was bouncing about building on some shit earlier now. You know, after Noah was in the flood. See, I think the flood is the flood of information. So after he came out of the flood, right, he found two innocent animals and he shedded their blood on the altar. He built the altar and shedded the two innocent animals' blood on it. And then the fragrance of that was sweet to, to God. The flood was to wash out the innocent. See, we ain't getting this shit. This shit going over our head. It ain't nobody's personal relationship with the great spirit of the creator. It's in reverence to the God of the Bible, who I'm telling you who the fuck is man, and they last motherfucking plan for their prophecy is to build a new heaven and a new earth over in Israel and Jerusalem where they fighting this war right now. I don't give a fuck if you niggas take this stream down. I came to tell the truth. I ain't come for peace. I came to say the youth.
Bars.
I'm not gonna follow the algorithm.
Nah, you right though, bro. I'm deep with it. Cause look at the algorithm in 2012 when drill music came out. It was straight murder, death.
Man.
Mm. They promote that. You can't get a record deal if you singing love songs no more. They got Chris Brown of Blood. They got Trey Songz Crippin'.
Whoa. These niggas be singing about gangbanging now. Listen to Mo 3. This nigga's eloquently singing about sliding on his ops.
Nah.
Man.
He got passion behind sliding. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck time is we living in, bro?
I ain't gonna front. I think we woke up in another reality.
Oh God, bro. I be thinking that all the time.
It's gonna be a motherfucking murder tonight.
Right.
I'm fucking. Oh yeah, I'm crazy.
When I pulled up, you should have seen his ass, like type shit, Popped out the cut I had on my disguise. Like, I'd be like,
this nigga had the nerve to say he didn't like me, so I made his ass read these Nikes. I'm fucking with y'all, man.
Type shit. This is the type of shit they be on, bro.
Hey, the neighbors is like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Man. I got my window open, motherfuckers probably hit my black ass. They like, nigga, boy, it's 12 o'clock. What your ass on? Over tweaking.
So, man, I gotta laugh to keep from crying sometime, man. This shit get real, man.
Nah, 100%, bro. Like, when I say I feel you non-verbally, bro, like, same here. No cap.
Nah, bro, you got me saying, think about this now, because I'm thinking about aluminum.
I'm like, you niggas, nigga bought aluminum tools.
He say, put that on the shirt.
Well, I gotta tell you what you can do with an aluminum tool.
Man, it's shit so crazy, man, that I feel like, man, you had some great points, Q. I know we gonna pick back up with this, with Sanchez, man, because I heard them light bulbs going on. He like, damn, I know he finna do some research and have some hellified shit, man. We was gonna try to get Tommy Sotomayor, but I think the show would have went a whole nother way. So I'm kind of glad we didn't. Even though I like to, be on the panel and be with him, it's always interesting and shit. It's a fun day anytime he come through. But I'm glad that it went the way it did, so we can start. I like to grow and develop shit. I really don't like to just lean with it. You know what I mean? As long as we building, you know what I'm saying? That's the true nature of Masonic of a builder. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Getting, gradually progressing with shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, man. Everybody's still out there rocking with us, man. They like, man, these niggas singing murder music and shit. This shit crazy.
Man, talking about we singing murder music. These niggas singing murder music. Making murder music.
Right.
That's just like when R. Kelly talking about he met Dave Chappelle, he was talking about how you gonna make a song about peeing on people? I'm like, nigga, how you gonna make a song about peeing on people?
Man. Yeah. Tommy would have had the show going all over the place, but it would have been some funny shit, when a nigga can just, put some invisible shades on and just curse everybody out. He just shoot up the whole room, boy, and he be having a whole clip. You be like, damn, he ain't got no backpack on. That way he putting all these bullets in, boy. He's a fucking. But I love it, man. Entertainment at its finest, man. So shout out to him, man. Hopefully we can do something soon. But you know, I am working on getting this 607 bro Sanchez situation put together. And I'm not working on it personally for me. It's this, I me and bro Sanchez brothers. I've been dealing with him for a long time. It's been a long time, man. It's been like not quite 10 years, but like 7, 8 for sure. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna say
But
I probably been rocking with bro probably about 10 years now. And now that you mention it, which is crazy, it'd be like, damn, time be flying.
be flying, bro. Like you remember Q, we had boy, they ain't had no Zoom, none of that. I think
Right.
we was on hangouts and shit,
Oh
and we couldn't
God.
even see each other at first. We only had avatars at first and shit,
Hell
back
yeah.
in the day. Yeah, so you been there too. You been there. That's why I have the email all the way back from like 2017, 2016, bro. That's
Hell yeah,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah, we used to come up with some dope shit, and just came around. So that's why I was trying to tell Sanchez. See, it was a lot of people who didn't have a dog in the fight. See,
Type
we
shit.
sitting up here fighting dogs. So we sitting up here fighting dogs. You know what I'm saying? So we fighting dogs, and it's a nigga around a dog fight who, if the police come get us, God damn it, shit, he ain't gonna do nothing but go tell everybody how the dog fight went. No, bro, you ain't got a dog in the fight. You gotta be quiet. First, I got a 6-figure motherfucking play on the table. And then, I'm trying to tell my brother some shit, and then you deflecting what's going on. Like, see, 607 Unc work for all the money. So he's supposed to be the nigga like, shit, I got $5-6 million, so I ain't finna go around these niggas. Shit, they gonna do something to me.
Right.
Not the other way around. And then Unc just came around, blew up on YouTube like a year ago. He ain't been around that long. So that's why he ain't came 5 years ago. 5 years ago, he was probably sitting on some whole couch he was staying with, eating noodles, smoking a blunt. Not that this my nigga, but I'm just saying he wasn't in no position where he can do nothing for us or help us. Or have no reason to say, why should somebody listen to me? So everything happened at his own time and shit. So that's why I was getting frustrated, because I'm like, damn, man, like people casting spells with their tongue. Now you're creating a false reality. Now you nigga, my name good in every hood. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no snitch. I ain't no motherfucking pedophile. Nigga, I don't even fuck with no gang banging shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pillar of my community. I'm a fucking humanitarian. Basically, all you gotta do is Google the shit. You know what I'm saying? So why am I being put in this shit? Like maybe I'm finna try to set a hit on a nigga or some shit like that, but I'm steady dodging hits getting put on me. You see what I'm saying? So you know, it was just that was my frustration. Just people who creating false realities of this shit. When I know my word good, my name good. That's why so many people was hitting the panels and the links and shit, trying to be like, man, what kind of goofy shit going on, you know? And that's why I was just saying we either gonna do it or not. But at the same time, I respect my bro Sanchez for wanting to be cautious and wanting to know exactly how shit is, but it just be the other people in the room sometimes. And
Yeah.
I understood when it's business, you can't have a motherfucker in the room who ain't got nothing to lose in it. Cause they just gonna say
Who
how
ain't
they
involved in the dealings.
right. Right. So yeah, then I was telling bro, I ain't trying to make you do it. If you don't want to do it, I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna kick it with you. We still gonna do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. So once you figure out if you want to do it or not, you let me know. We gonna keep it moving. But I ain't trying to convince you or none of this shit. If you don't want to do it, I ain't gonna act different tomorrow because you don't want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It
It's
ain't
these other things, man.
100%.
Yeah, man. But shit. It's getting a little late, man. Damn, man. If Sanchez come back, I'm gonna text him and see if he want to come back, man. But I ain't rushing us out, man. If y'all want to take y'all time, man, and shit, and I'll make sure y'all got my emails and shit, man, so we can connect, man. Even if y'all got some bills or some ideas and shit, I'm putting this new studio together, man, and shit like that, and I'm finna be on here daily. I'm finna start back running this bitch all day, every day, like I used to. Cause I feel like we gotta restore the balance. There's too much goofy shit on YouTube right now, and all the real ones gotta support each other and stand by each other. Cause the fake is outweighing us, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. Much love and respect for sure, for sure.
Yeah, broski. Always. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I can add to the community in any type of way, bro. I'm with it, bro.
And also, man, I get like I know people don't really celebrate Christmas and shit, but that's the whole reason why I give away toys for Christmas. The basketball tournaments are already set because it's happening in August, and then I done got myself fill my calendar up with work. So we if we gonna do the basketball tournament, we have to do that next year. But for the toys and shit, man, I do Key versus Santa Claus every year. You know what I'm saying? So all the children who live in the projects and shit like that, I pull up in a U-Haul and I flood them out. So they don't gotta go to school and be all sad and shit with these other kids showing them what they got and all that kind of shit. So keep that in mind, man, and everybody who be rocking and being around like that, you know what I'm saying? I can hit y'all off. You know what I'm saying? Depending upon the people, I hit y'all off with like 50 toys or some shit, shoot some shit y'all way where y'all can at least best the people right around y'all and shit. That's the type of shit I like to do. That's what I do. So keep that in mind. Email me about shit like that. Or if it's some homeless people somewhere and shit like that. That's what me and my organizations do. So y'all reach out to me about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And we doing this together. This flat power shit too. You know what I'm saying, bro? Be having to do other shit, but you know, what was his is mine, was mine is his type shit. So we all in this shit together, man. And shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Much love and respect.
Back to one love.
Yes, sir, man. I'm sorry I gotta get out of here, man, because I've been out here just going. I ain't even eat nothing, man. So like I said, I'm gonna eat. We might be back with another one. If y'all wanna come back, just email me. And then if I get enough emails of at least a panel, shit, we'll come back. cause I got some shit to prep for tonight. So I'm gonna be up for a little minute. I got some things to finish writing, so I'm gonna be up. So just reach out. If not, we definitely coming back tomorrow. I got some show titles lined up.
Put your email in the chat, bro. So
Okay. It's pinned on the thing right
I
there.
can't even see it. I'm just looking back at the video.
What's that, man? I'll put it right here for you, bro. My bad.
No, you got.
Yeah. Let's link up, bro, and shit. So you deep, bro. So I know you got some ideas and shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, cause I got some other shit. My mind don't never stop. So sometimes I be having so much shit on my mind, I don't even get to do it all, and I be like, damn, this shit be a waste. Ah, damn, hold on, that's the wrong one.
Hell yeah.
Awful at Gmail. Uh, yeah, and then Q, I got your email, so I'll just shoot you one, man, just to make sure we locked in, my G.
Definitely finna say, yep, just hit me, gang.
Hey, for sure. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all can take y'all time. Y'all want to close out. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Much love and respect. Y'all already know what it is, man. Till next time, peace and power. We out.
You know it. Yeah, and tap in anytime, Wisdom, bro. Finna say, if y'all want to add me on any of the socials or something like that, let me know. I'll be rocking with you.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Q. What's your
My Instagram is Young Quality too, so it's it might say Young Quality 75. It is Young Quality, but it's the same image that you see right there on the screen.
Okay, I think I seen that. And then mine Key North on all platforms. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. Key Norfolk.
Fact, bro.
Even at Gmail, keynorfolk@gmail.com.
I got you. Hell yeah, from the say definitely gonna tap in on that.
For sure, man. Hey, man, much love and respect, man. I appreciate y'all. Hey, man, we'll be back soon. Salutes. Much love and respect.
You already know.